I'm here on Chase's Twitch channel, Overdue Bob Cat 50.
Yep.
So if you guys want to go to Chase's channel, and then I have a tier list on my comment section if you guys want to follow along.
Yeah.
So this is your baby, man. What's going on?
Yeah, man. So, I mean, I kept it pretty simple. We have basically a list, a bunch of pictures of all the popular Naruto characters and Boruto characters, and we are going to rank them to basically like how much we love these characters, like which one's the best of the best, and which ones are complete dog shit. And I kept it simple. You got SS tier, that is the top of the top. Those are the gods. Those are the ones that we just fall in love with. There's S tier where they're great, but maybe they just don't have this or that. They're just not good enough. Who knows? A tier is kind of just they're good, but they're good. And B tier starting to drop down a little bit. You get it. C tier, trash, but not the worst trash. And D, they're worse than trash.
And just to clarify, the SS doesn't mean Nazis.
No.
It's like
God,
Super
dang it.
Saiyan,
Super
Saiyan God level.
Hold on. I'm changing to S plus now because you made me think not. It's S plus. I
was gonna say something, but I was like, let's just go Super Saiyan. But if you want to go S plus,
you say it in the live stream. You could have said it when we were preparing for this. The 5 minutes we were preparing this before. But okay, I appreciate the warning in that.
Thank you. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here, man.
All right. Let's just get started. Let's go for it. I'm going to pick a random character, and I'm just going to move my mouse around. Whoever I click, that's who it's going to be. Okay, for the first one, we have Kakuzu. So, he's the one that... Kaka, yeah. The one that... I believe that's how you say his name. He's the one that loves money. He's part of the Akatsuki. He has the, kind of the webbing... He's partnered with Hidan, and he's got like the webbing going through him that has like different hearts. Like he's got all the masks on him, and they each have a different heart on them.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
Yeah. He's the one. He's really old. He tried to kill. Like he even said himself. Like he tried to kill the first Hokage and got he nearly died doing that. Yeah, he's a money lover. He's partnered with Hidan. And he's part of that whole arc, basically, of Asuna getting killed.
Do they say the names on when you have the mouse on the profile?
Nope, that was just a really good memory. I'm pretty sure it's Kakuzu. Am I wrong?
Are you talking about the puppet guy?
No, that's Sasori.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's Sasori.
That's Sasori.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, it's Kakuzu.
He's the one that fought
Kakashi. Yeah, Kakashi. Yeah.
Yeah, he has a cool look.
He does have a cool look.
And he had a really cool look.
He does have a really cool look. Yeah.
I think I think he's and then he has a lot of the wiring work in his body.
Yes, he has the wiring work. Yeah. It's kind of cool. Like he's got the different hearts and stuff like that. So you have to kill each heart.
That's when Naruto was learning Rasen Shuriken.
Yes, and that's when he.
The wind element.
That's when he used he really I think he first used it really, and is before they realize how bad it messes up his arm, and that's when he first used it is to kill him. I mean, when I think about him in those moments, he did. I mean, he took on Kakashi, Naruto. Was Rock Lee there?
He whooped Kakashi's ass too. Taking on Kakashi. Kakashi's fought a lot of crazy villains.
Yeah, he has. So, but Kakuzu held his own against a lot of these characters, is what I'm thinking. I don't know about you, but I'm thinking A tier. So not S tier, but A tier.
I'm gonna go C.
You think C?
Just because like the problem with Kishimoto, because we're gonna be talking about this throughout the cast probably, because the problem with him is he doesn't. I've seen worse. But he makes a lot of these cool characters, right?
Yeah.
I think Taito Kubo from Bleach does kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
He makes these cool characters, and they don't really do that much in the story. So, like, they do, but they're not as memorable.
I'll give you this. Yeah, he in that story arc, it's more about Hidan as the main kind of villain to that, because that's the one Shikamaru goes against and stuff. I think he's kind of the back villain that just, could put up a good fight.
Well, if this guy would have lasted a little bit longer and maybe not necessarily maybe escaped and got a little bit more to him, I would say put him up higher. But for me, I would put him on C.
I'm gonna put him B. I think you brought me down one. I'm gonna put him B. I'm thinking B myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm putting C then.
You're going C. Okay.
I'm going C. I just because he's a cool looking character.
Yeah.
He does progress Naruto for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
I think his
but
yeah.
it's just not enough.
I think his purpose in that story arc was just to be the action of it, because Hidan and Shikamaru aren't that like crazy of action. They're more like the dramatic side of it and like the pain of losing. I think he was like kind of the more action oriented part of that storyline, but which I like him, but he wasn't the main focus of it.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on to number 2. We got a lot of characters here. I'm just gonna go random. We'll see who we pick. So this is a Boruto character, Sarada.
Oh, we're going Boruto, huh?
Yeah, Boruto's on here too. I was like, you know what? We'll talk Boruto. We'll go all.
I know how much you like Sarada.
I like Sarada a lot. I think she is kind of what I wish Sakura was in the original series. Like she can be like bratty and stuff like that, but she backs it up. I don't know. It might be I like Uchihas, but I hope for her to get a lot more in the show. Like I'm hyped for her and see where she grows in the Boruto show.
I think a lot of people would agree that with Sarada, it's like potential. Right?
Yeah.
It's so potential. It's like, what can she do throughout this whole? Right now, it's the manga series and the anime series, I guess, but the manga's further along the line. I like Sarada. I like the potential she has. She's already more of a likable character than Sakura.
Yeah.
And she has a little bit more personality than Sasuke. So it's a good balance for sure for her. I just want to see
more.
I want to see more with her and Boruto, Mitsuki, Kawaki.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like Himawari. I think Himawari, if depending on what Kishimoto does in the manga, could be such a big player.
But knowing Kishimoto and what we've already gotten in Naruto, we know some of these characters are going to be left behind. Like, and that's always my biggest fear. Like, I fear Sarada is going to be left behind, or Mitsuki. That's just the thing, because how many characters storylines were left so behind in the original series?
Well, yeah, excuse me, like with Sarada too. Like it's I guess for me, because they're still kids.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people want to see the grown up version.
Yeah, I do.
Because when they teased Boruto, and he's already like
older, yeah, with the eye scratch and everything, yeah.
Where's Sarada? Like, how much has she developed? Because she is the last of the Uchiha.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, and she's only half Uchiha. Outside of Sasuke. She's right now the only one that can carry on the Uchiha blood.
So I would say potential. You would rank her.
Like I said, I really, really enjoy her character. It is a lot of potential. Like, what could she be? I think she's an A. I think she's an A character. Like I said, I just like her personality. I like her and Boruto's little thing they got going on. I actually really enjoy that. I think she's got some cool moments already in the show, and I just want better.
And that would be really cool too, because for me, Naruto is all about kind of like the couples too.
Yeah.
Because I like romance in my any story I get. So for me, I always imagine like an Uzumaki and Hyuga. And now that I got that, imagine like an Uchiha and a Hyuga,
Yeah.
So with Boruto and Sarada.
Yeah.
So like I said, potential and stuff. I'm going to put her, I was going to give her a B, but I still need to see, I still need to see more of this character. I feel like we will eventually get it, but for now it's still been, progressing. So I'm gonna put her in a C rank too.
Okay. All right, we'll go on the next one. Let's see. I'm gonna do random again. What do I get? Ooh, we got a good one. Guy Sensei.
Oh, Guy. Yeah.
Guy Sensei. Guy, right? Everyone loves Guy, especially by the end of it. But so I think this is either gonna be an S or an S plus. But just does he deserve the S plus? Is my thought.
Well, yeah, maybe because he did.
Because that moment,
fuck up Madara.
He fucked up. And we want to talk like strength. This dude's probably the strongest like raw shinobi there is. Like nothing else but raw strength. Every other shinobi needed shit to make them stronger. He's just raw strength and ability.
Opening up those fucking gates, man.
Yeah.
And teaching Rock Lee about that too. And then he, I guess the question is he stronger than Kakashi?
Yes.
With the Susanoo?
With the Susanoo, I don't know. Do you think he could break a Susanoo with that 8th gate? Because I mean, he took on Madara. He fucked up Madara.
And Madara had the Rinnegan.
He was at his most powerful. Yeah, I think I think.
So yeah,
I think it's an even matchup. But like you gotta think with that Susanoo, he only had it for like a second. So like normal Kakashi with or without the Sharingan, he can clean.
My only issue is that the dude didn't die.
No, I knew that.
He should have died.
He should have died. I agree. That was kind of a cheap thing for the show to do, was to bring him back to life. I think I'm leaning towards. God, I want to put him at S+, but I just feel like he's an S. I feel like he's an S. I don't feel like he's the top of the top, cream of the crop characters, but his badassness, the way that scene with Madara, the kind of the teachings he taught Rock Lee too, like his fatherliness with Rock Lee, I give it an S. It's a great character.
So, what do you think about the look though? The bowl
it's terrible, but that's kind of
was it the Jonin vest?
Yeah, the vest and stuff like that, and the jumpsuit, the green
jumpsuit.
Yeah, that's kind of. But
they had an episode that made fun of that too.
Oh yeah, because they gave one to Naruto. Yeah. You know what though? That's part of his look. That's part of his thing. That's his quirkiness of it. It's weird, but that's part of it.
I don't like it, but it suits him as a character.
Yes.
And it's like memorable. Like when you think Guy Sensei, you think about that like
bowl cut, big ass eyebrows. What's Naruto call him? He calls them bushy brows. Bushy brows.
Yeah,
Sensei.
bushy brows. Yeah, big ass eyebrows. And with the Rock Lee, like, cause Rock Lee, when they show him as a kid, he has like the cool kind of attire with the like that Bruce Lee kind of look.
Yeah. With
the white, like kind of Chinese kind of suit looking thing. No. And he goes into, and then fucking Guy Sensei comes and influences him. So it's so, Guy Sensei is definitely, I think a lot of people can agree, and then that he's one of the best, one of the best characters in the whole Naruto series.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and then he definitely, like, I think you just look at that battle alone with him and Madara, because
awesome.
You see him here and there in the Naruto series, but you don't see him in such a major battle like that. No. And they gave him the time to shine.
There's another fight, Kisame. He F's up Kisame.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Kisame is an extremely powerful character. Like,
he is.
And he F's him up bad. In that moment where he's standing over him and he's like, don't even move an inch or whatever, and he literally just moves his fingers and he socks him right in the face. That I forgot about that moment till right now. That moment was dope.
With it's so funny that we're talking about all this and like, man, they should have got more spotlight.
I know, he definitely should.
But with the spotlight he got, it's so memorable, and I would probably put him in S+.
You're going S+. I don't disagree with you. I just don't feel S+ with him. I feel S. I feel. That's just me, but I don't disagree with it.
I was gonna put him at S, but you know what? Just like, kind of just thinking about Guy Sensei and just like how like he's just like, I mean, Rock Lee is just like Guy Sensei.
Yeah.
And just his ability and sheer.
You make me want to do it. You make me want to do it too.
His sheer determination, man.
Yeah.
Like that's insane. Like. The dude is going to. It's kind of like a Batman going against gods.
Yeah.
Like that, like a dark side and fucking Brainiac. And yet Batman's the smartest guy in the room.
I'm open.
But with Guy Sensei, he's the most best taijutsu in the room.
I'm open-minded. I'm changing it to S+ too. It's so hard.
I think you got to. Just because of the Madara fight alone.
The Madara fight. Yeah.
And knowing how loving he is, he's a very lovable teacher. Like, he really loves his students. He really kind of like embraces, he tells them to run to the sun, to be happy, to be free, so as a character, that's a great, we'll talk about like, Kakashi and other teachers too. But with Guy, he really, in a dark ass shinobi world, he's like bright as day,
Yeah. No, I agree. S+, easy. I can't believe I thought S for a second. He deserves S plus.
I was gonna go, but just because like, well, you know, he didn't die.
Yeah, he didn't die, which is
sacrificed.
annoying, but it's not his fault.
It's not like something you should knock him down.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go random. We'll go random. What did I get? Ooh, another good one. Minito.
Oh man, so
Oh.
yo, what's your thoughts on Minito, man? The fourth Hokage.
Dude, he's clean. He's the cleanest character in the show. The cleanest, dude. Like his jutsu is so awesome. The way his teleportation jutsu or whatever it is just, man, whenever he's in a fight or he's doing anything, like he's just clean, dude. He's smooth as hell.
Is he the fast? Because they call him Yellow Flash.
Naruto, I believe, when I've understood, is like the fastest shinobi ever, like by pure speed. But Minato, of course, with his flash, like he's instant, so it's hard to beat that.
That's a teleportation.
It's teleportation, yeah. So he's instant. He's there. He can teleport like far distances too. It's not like just. So,
and he has it's so funny because in the beginning of the series, you're like, fucking guy looks a lot like Naruto.
Yeah, I kind of guessed. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's Naruto's dad. I was like, yeah.
I think we were all thinking that.
Yeah.
He's the biggest disappointment to me.
You think he's a disappointment? How so?
I agree with everybody else when they say he's probably one of the worst Hokages.
Really? What makes you think that?
Because all this shit kind of started, or he didn't really like Obito. I don't think he's a very good teacher. I don't think he handled his squad really well.
Yeah.
What was the other like? So that whole war was because he just didn't. He might be the fastest and quick and really smart. Did not pick that shit up, did he? When you compare him to the other Hokages, including Naruto, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't stack well with them.
Like he
doesn't accomplish as much as he does, even though he died young.
That might be you might be right on a diplomatic standpoint. Like a diplomatic, that's probably where he struggled at, and I don't think they showed enough for that. But a lot of shit did kind of start with him. I mean, it kind of went. Yeah, the war was during his tenure, but again, he ended the war. He ended that war by taking on an entire shinobi army by himself. Like,
did it really just end with him taking on the army, or was it like other factors that came into?
I think there was other factors,
but
that was a big one. And like I know like every shinobi, like he was one of the most feared shinobi to exist. Like he was outside of maybe Hashirama. I think he was the second most feared Hokage. Like the way the other nations, like you could not go near him. Like if you saw him, you run. That was every other nation's code with him.
Now, by all means, he's like one of the most powerful Hokages for sure.
Yes. And I guess he's clean, man. Clean.
He's very like his striking ability is fucking insane. Like there'll be like 3 motherfuckers around the forest.
Yeah.
In all different angles, and he'll get to all of them in one shot.
Oh yeah, I like it. The little relationship between him and Naruto's mother.
Kushina. Yeah. That's great.
It's a good little chemistry. It worked. I liked it a lot.
The red tomato.
Yeah, the red tomato. Well, no, she was habanero, like the red hot habanero.
Yeah,
something like that.
I thought that was pretty cool because it's like a little Spanish kind of this in there. I love that aspect. With him and Kushina. I think he looks really cool. I actually prefer his little kid form.
Yeah.
He looked like he was rocking an Adidas jacket, bro.
Yeah, he was. He was a dope little kid.
Little Run DMC style, bro.
Yeah.
Dope little kid, and then still taking on all these guys to rescue Kushina. I just think that, I guess the problem is, yes, because he died so young, but then again, he kind of started. Yeah. He just didn't. He's just not a very good. I don't think he's a very good teacher.
Okay, I get that because of the way his team turned out. I see it.
His team was obliterated.
It got destroyed. Yeah, I will get S tier in my opinion. despite what you could say, he's still the cleanest. He's still like his fight with Obito, the way he just dropped down on him from above. His fight with the Raikage and Killer Bee. I mean, just he's clean, dude. The way his entrance in the great fourth Great Shinobi War, like.
And then you got to say his softness. Like, he's not outspoken. He's very soft.
He's very soft. He's kind of got that loving, like, he's a very likable person. Like, I feel like he's that cool dude that, like, he's just too nice to be true, too kind to be true, kind of thing. I guess you can say.
This one's a hard one because I do like Minato.
Yeah,
I do like the four. I think they build him up so much in the series and before that big reveal.
Yeah.
And I love that moment though. I love that moment when Naruto's fighting Pain, and then Minato and Naruto have that one-on-one. I think that's beautiful, and I think it was great. But they built him up so much, and then like when we get him and we get his like the full story, I feel like it got taken down a notch. Like, oh, you're badass, but I guess I was expecting like the greatest of all the Hokages, but he's not greater. I don't think he's greater than Tobirama.
Really?
I don't think he's greater.
I mean, we'll get to Tobirama, but Tobirama caused a lot of issues for that place. He's a reason a lot of that shit goes down.
He was right. We'll get to that.
Okay.
I'm gonna put him on A.
Okay.
I'm gonna put him in A because I think there's other characters that are. It's so, like I said, it's so hard because he didn't accomplish enough because he wasn't like
a Hokage very long though.
But he did give Naruto a chance with the Kurama and stuff. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna say he's in class A.
Yeah.
Because I think there was other characters that did more than he did.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go for it. I'm going
clean,
S though.
Clean, cool look though.
Yeah. S. I think he's the cleanest character in the show. Again, very lovable. I mean, yeah, he doesn't do much, but I love his character. I love his jutsu is one of the coolest in the show. I want his kunai. I want to buy like his kunai and stuff like that.
He has a dope look.
Yeah, he has a dope look.
Especially with the Hokage cloak.
Yeah.
Dopest look.
All right. Let's go with another one. I'm gonna go just kind of pick this one. I've been looking at just one that's not talked about a lot, and he's kind of just forgotten. Is Shino, I believe. Shino, Bugs, you know?
Shino.
Yeah, okay. Shino. I'm just gonna go with Shino because everyone forgets about Shino. That's like the whole joke through in Shippuden.
I like Shino though.
I do too.
I like Shino. I don't think I like him in Boruto.
No, dude, he's he's horrible in Boruto. He is such a bitch.
Shino never to me though was like when he pops on the screen, and it's kind of cool because he has like that mysterious look.
Yeah.
From when they do the tuning exams.
I liked him in the tuning exam. I thought he was cool. He was one of the characters that like
the mystery, right?
Got me at first. I was like, ooh, that's cool. Like, damn.
But after that, never felt like he had like high potential.
Nothing. And the whole joke of Shippuden, there's a lot of the fillers and stuff jokes about how he's forgotten. And like how the other characters forget him. For me,
Naruto forgets him.
For me, I think this is an easy C. Because I don't think he's terrible. I don't think he's trash. He's cool. But he does nothing. And again, in Boruto, he's pretty terrible. He's just not as, he's weird and just, yeah.
They give him more in the fillers in part 1 of Naruto than they ever do in the story. Mm-hmm. He helps out.
Yeah, he's there during the war and stuff.
But nobody is clamoring for a Shino statue, toy, whatever.
No.
Playing card. They don't.
They just don't want. They just don't want Shino.
And his look never like advanced to me.
No. In
like part 2, he didn't look as cool.
Yeah.
He didn't. The mystery's kind of gone after you got to know him and his clan.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's garbage.
Yeah.
But he isn't to me a D ranking just because he's actually in the story, but we just like the show and they poke fun of it. We really forget about him.
Yeah.
And he doesn't do anything as he's just not a very popular character. It's hard to say. He's just not somebody you're just gonna want toys and rock shirts with. He's just not that type of character.
He's not.
Not a garbage character. He does help out, but I would put him on D.
Okay.
Honestly.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do random this time again. Oh, I kind of did. I picked that dude on purpose. All right. Now, okay. I went the guy next to him. All right. This one. This one's a good one. This one's a big one. It's Sasuke. It's a big one.
When it was Sasuke, huh? Man, oh yeah. This one's
It was kind of purposely.
Random shit.
I gotta save some of the better characters. Man, it's so hard because he gets both so much hate and so much love, and he doesn't deserve either. Almost. That's how I kind of see. Like he gets.
Not Sasuke.
Sasuke's awesome. Yeah, that's a dope. Actually, that's a cool design.
I'm wearing the shirt right now.
Are you? I mean, okay, so Sasuke is like, I defend Sasuke a lot. I defend him against the haters because I think he's a cool character. I like him. I love him at first. I get a lot of the hate against him. Like I get it. People. The biggest thing that bothers me when people talk shit about Sasuke is that like he's a crybaby bitch and stuff like that. And, like, I get it. Like, he's that emo kid and everything that kind of annoys you.
His whole clan and
his
people
whole
fucking murdered.
Clan was slaughtered by his fucking brother. And he was forced to see that. Like, his brother forced him to relive his parents' death in that moment. Like, for 24 hours.
Bigger goal.
Yeah.
And his brother loved him, which is insane.
Exactly. Like, he has such a fucked up childhood to me. Like, like, people are like, oh, he's such a crybaby. Dude, I would be effed. I'd be so messed up if I saw my parents get murdered by my brother. And again, he gets... Itachi makes him look at that for 24 hours in his mind using his eyes. And so, like, that would F any kid up. And, like, to learn that he loved him and like, this whole, like, it was really the village. Like, I understand completely why he was pissed at the village and why he blamed the village for what happened. Like, it was their damn fault. They pushed the Uchihas away, you know, and like, I get it completely. Like, at times he can be a little bit of a bitch, but overall, I get it. And he's cool. He's got dope moments. I think he's kind of weaker than the show likes to put him. Like, because, I mean, a lot of his fights, he doesn't really win.
He's OP.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, he like, I thought he was going to beat Killer B.
I did, too. Killer B whooped his ass.
Whooped his ass.
Whooped his ass.
The second fight with Gaara, he needed... Like, it's kind of like... you know, reminds you of WWF, like when Hulk Hogan would go in there and he said, "Okay, I'm gonna lose to this guy," but he told the guys like, "Hey, but I'm gonna lose it by a fluke. Like I had my foot on the ropes the whole time, and the referee count 3, like something like that." Like with Sasuke, it was like, "Oh, well, my eye was bleeding, so I couldn't really properly defeat Gaara.
Yeah,
I barely got this power when fighting Killer Bee." So it's always like that with Sasuke. Yeah. I think he is very powerful. You see that in the last fight with Naruto and Sasuke. And they work so well together. That's what I love about the series.
They're awesome.
They work amazingly. Like when they fought, was it Haku?
Yeah.
I believe?
Yeah.
Great shit. Yeah.
That was great. I wish I kind of saw more of that throughout the show because, of course, they're in like Shippuden stuff. They're split the entire time almost until the very last arc. Essentially, they only see each other like once or twice.
And then even Boruto, they're really like they kind of depowered them a little bit.
They did.
They kind of did. They
I mean, definitely during that one where they go back in time, that arc when they go back in time, like he's extremely weak in that arc, and it's
manga. Man.
Oh, manga, yeah, they do 3. I know that too because yeah.
But you know, yeah, he could be. There's like decisions he makes. Is like, why are you making these decisions?
Yeah.
Why are you being such a tool or a douche? Why are you being such an asshole? Like, you're really gonna kill Sakura?
Yeah,
He's like really loves you.
But we'll get. I guess we.
Karen?
Yeah, I think we can get into this later though. But it's also like, why the fuck is Sakura wanting to be with this dude? That's
I know.
But
I know. And then I guess when you talk about Sasuke, of course, it's gonna go hand in hand with Naruto.
Yeah,
it's a good like difference in personality, and I think that's what makes the show go.
Yeah,
like Sasuke's is brooding, doesn't really talk, kind of guy. Naruto's so out there, outbursts,
Mm-hmm.
talks all the time. They're so different, but yet when they come together, it's like chemistry.
Yeah.
So, but
I'm.
it's kind of weird because like Naruto views them. It's great touching moments, especially
Yeah.
the first fight with those two.
Oh, it's
So
awesome.
with Sasuke, I guess you gotta like it has to go hand in hand with
Yeah.
Naruto's story too, because those two that's the
They're
main
intertwined. That's the
focus.
whole point of the story. Is there? I. I think I'm. Man, for me, I'm putting them up high. I'm putting them either at S or S plus. I'm just like, do I let that plot armor? Because it's kind of a plot armor thing that people complain about. Does that bug me a
Mhm.
lot, or do I? Do I really just? I love his character. I love his story.
It's the like the tail end of like this great Shinobi War,
Yeah.
and it's just constant Uchiha throughout the whole series. It's
So
just
much Uchiha.
Uchiha. So
So much.
I think that's why a lot of people dislike Sasuke a lot
Yeah.
because it's like so he's Uchiha.
He's
He's going
Uchiha. It's
against.
Uchiha. It's Uchiha. Yeah.
But I'm gonna give Sasuke this. Okay, he tends to lose a lot of his battles, but he fights in big ass epic battles.
Awesome
He
battles.
fights Itachi,
Yep.
who's probably the greatest shinobi out there.
Yeah.
He's fought Killer Bee,
He fought
who's
Daedra. Oh
Eight
yeah.
Tails.
Yeah.
That was a great fight with him and Daedra because it was more of outwitting each other. It was like
Yeah.
a chess match,
It
which
was.
I loved.
It was really yeah.
He's fought Donzo.
Danzo was awesome match. Yeah.
He's fought Madara, he's fought Kaguya, he's fought Naruto twice.
Yeah.
That's not even going into Boruto, where now we have these new villains and he's fighting these major,
Yeah.
basically aliens. Like this, Sasuke he's fought in major like
Yeah.
battles, and now that his story is concluded, now he's such a big asset for Konoha. The one place that wanted to destroy everything from him, now he kind of turns a new leaf and sees he wants
Protects
to
it.
probably protect it for not only for Sarada and Sakura, but for Naruto too.
Yeah.
Because Naruto and him,
To help him see
That's
his
where-
vision. To help him see his vision is what I like. He's yeah.
he's the number two.
Yeah.
It's like what Boruto wants to do later on in the story. But how I rank him, I guess in this, would be that how did his story go from beginning to middle to end? The dude had a redemption arc.
Yeah.
He had an arc as a character, so he became this. I mean, you could believe it or not at the end, but I thought animation wise, I thought that second fight with Naruto was probably one of the greatest fights and conclusions of like two storylines.
We can go on about that being the greatest fight in all of anime ever. Like one of the greatest moments in all of anime. Like it was phenomenal. It's
Phenomenal, and it just concluded.
It's a masterpiece.
So nicely.
Yes. Oh, it saved that series from that ending, like towards that bad ending that it was kind of going towards. It saved that series and made it all worth it.
Oh yeah, because everybody was looking forward to the second fight,
Yeah.
and yes, the manga it was really rushed, but I think
Yeah.
the anime really showcased it.
Yeah.
So that's how I'd throw in there for ranking him.
I'll go S plus. I think he's that character. He's that big of a character in the show. He's getting all those great moments. I think you're right on that. And I love his story arc. People can bitch about it, like that he's an emo kid or that he's bitchy, but I like it. I like the redemption arc.
I was gonna put him on S, but I think I will go S plus because you don't have Naruto without Sasuke.
Yeah, you don't. You're right.
The story's not the same if you don't have, even if with his bitchiness.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go with a letter like a lesser character. Right? Actually, no. You choose a character. You choose. I'm gonna let you choose.
Shit, you know who I'm gonna choose?
I'm curious. Save some big ones. Save some big ones.
Okay, okay. Let's see. Let's go a little. You know what? Let's go. Let's go Ino.
Okay.
Let's go Ino.
Okay.
I really like the look of Ino. I like the look of her. Like I like characters who have different kind of eyes, like Hinata and stuff.
Yeah.
And Ino's ability to go into an animal or whatever, or a person,
into a person. Yeah.
Yeah. Like to really that I like that ability. And it's very useful. Her dad, influenced her a lot too. She has a gentle. She's like Sakura, but I think I like her more because I don't know. They show her a little bit more of a. I don't know. I just find her personality a little bit better.
I I've always the show, like, for a lot of times she annoyed me more than Sakura, like, at times.
They were right there. Part one.
Yeah, part one, and for a
yeah.
long time she, like, really got on my nerves. And I'm gonna say this about the look. I never had an affinity for blondes, so the blonde look don't work for me.
I like how they compared her with Deidre.
Yeah, that is funny. That is actually, I did look at the pictures. I'm like, yeah. She just annoyed me for so. I'll give her this. Like, I was never a fan of her power. I didn't think it was that cool. I get the point of it. It just wasn't that cool. But during the Great Ninja War, the final arc, they do, like, her dad and stuff, and her, like, show it off a lot, like, the usefulness of it and how important it is. And she has such a big, like, how big that power is to the whole war in general. Like, it's a key aspect in winning that war. Without their power, you could not win that war. So she annoyed the shit out of me, but again, I do like how her power like, is so important to it. I'll put her at a C.
I think I heard a lot of people say that she's probably one of the most beautiful out of the shinobis.
Yeah,
she is.
She is. Then
she's, especially in a manga, Kishimoto really knows how to draw her figure.
Yeah,
and yet still maintain, like, a shinobi look. I actually really, she's super annoying in part one.
She's so
especially annoying. Like the introduction with her and Sakura as, rivals and shit.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like, she's so she could be useful.
Yeah.
That team with Shikamaru, Choji,
mm-hmm.
In the past, like their fathers too, like, that team works with the abilities they have.
Yeah.
It meshes really well. But you're gonna put her at C?
I'm gonna put her at C, and because I'm doing that too, I'm gonna put Shino down at D, because I think I like Ino better than Shino. I think his usefulness, her usefulness, I put her over him. I'm gonna put Shino down at D.
I'll agree with C. Even though I have Sarada at C, like I said, I need to see more from Sarada. Of course, I think she's gonna.
Yeah.
By the end of the series, I'm hoping she's an S+ character.
She has so much potential.
Mm-hmm.
So much potential.
All right, man. What we got next?
All right, I'm gonna go. Let's go with a character that you wanted first. What was that other character that you wanted? Let's just do it.
Hinata.
Of course.
No, you know what? No. Let's say, because we did the waifus.
Yeah.
Let's say Hinata.
Okay.
You want to know what the other character I was gonna pick?
What?
Jiraiya Sensei.
Okay, I like it. Oh, man.
Jiraiya Sensei.
Jiraiya Sensei. Oh, man. Whenever you can talk about, like, anime senseis, I mean, he's your typical pervy sensei, but he's always the, like, top tier,
He's such a knockoff of Master Roshi.
Yeah, he is.
When it comes to pervertedness,
yeah, he is, but it's just it's that level quality of him that it doesn't matter how pervy he is. You love him.
Pervy guy, old guy, but boy, his freaking look is awesome. I love the hell out of his look.
Yeah, his character design is amazing. From, like, his bulky kind of physique with that red coat and the hair, this white spiky hair, like, it is a cool look.
And then he has kind of like that headband.
Mm-hmm, that's kind of
red headband.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What I like is his shoes. The dude is battling with clocks, dude.
Yeah,
like,
I was gonna say that. I was literally thinking about that.
When he's doing his dance, and, like, against pain, and he's doing, like, the dude is battling with clocks.
I don't know why the hell that's something that I always notice. Like, it's always something that I notice with him. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is he wearing those?
Why? Take off the clocks, bro. You're fighting Orochimaru. Dude, but he's so dope. Like, I love that. He's the sage, man. He's this frog sage.
Oh yeah.
He smokes his pipe sometimes. Yeah. He could be serious at times, especially I'm sorry, Kakashi Sensei he's my boy. I love Kakashi Sensei. But Kakashi. To properly train and to connect, like, and become, like, pretty much family with him and Naruto is beautiful, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's definitely the top sensei in this show, and one of the top senseis in all of anime, because, man, the way he takes care of Naruto, like a father, like he's the father figure to Naruto, and the relationship that they build with each other, and helping Naruto grow is just an awesome connection between the two. And I love every moment of them together. I love every moment of Jiraiya Sensei teaching them.
That relationship makes that death even much more impactful against, and that was one of the best fights.
That fight was awesome. Him versus Pain, like that was the first time you saw him go off, like him at his full power, and he took on. I mean, it was 1v6. Like,
was it 6 Pains?
It's 6 Pains.
At that point, yeah.
Yeah,
6,
at
right?
the end of it, he takes on 6, I believe. And I mean, you gotta think about it. Those 6 Pains wiped out Konoha. Konoha, yeah. I mean, it took 1 or 2 of them to take down Kakashi. Like,
I was gonna say one took out Kakashi.
Like, and
but they call Konohama.
Yeah, Konohama got the kill.
The paddle, dude. The Kishimoto sometimes, man. I don't know.
So yeah.
Oh, but dude, I love Jiraiya, man. And then I've seen a statue.
Yeah.
Where he's like. He's on, like, you know, he's on the ground and he's marking the frog because his throat is like bashed in.
Yeah, that statue's dope. I've seen it.
Bad, right?
I wish I could afford that shit because I would buy that one easily.
I even like the transformation he does against Pain, the Sage mode. He looks like a fucking hobbit.
Yeah, he does.
It's so funny, but it's so memorable. It's so memorable.
It's kind of like that thing, like being a Toad Sage is so weird. Like, he came on, you're like, you're a Toad Sage? Like, what the hell? Like, frogs? Like, that's so weird. But then it's like, damn, this is badass. I wish I was a freaking Toad Sage. Like,
I mean, this dude, yeah.
I want to be
you mean a hobbit?
I want to be a hobbit, dude. I want to have 2 frogs on my shoulder. Like, clean.
He's accomplished so much. He's been in so many different wars.
Yeah.
He literally trained the savior of the world.
Yeah.
He trained the most destructive villain of the world.
Yeah. And also the fourth Hokage too.
Fourth Hokage. He's one of the 3 Sennin. Sannin.
Yeah.
He's accomplished a lot. He's a novelist. He's an author.
Yeah. He's
Kakashi loves that shit. You know, #1 fan. He's definitely left his mark in the world.
Yeah.
And so it's crazy because he's older, right? He's up there with Hinata.
He's stuck
Orochimaru.
with and he's stuck with his guns. Like, Sanin's like he stuck with who he was the entire time. He never tried to be anyone different. You know what I think he is? I think he's like Sasuke to Naruto, but how Sasuke is in Boruto, he's the Shadow Hokage. He's never going to be Hokage. He never wanted it. He never wanted to be Hokage, but he's without him, without them, they were weaker. Like, when they lost him, they were a lot weaker without him because he was there to protect the village.
Yeah, this dude was still kicking ass.
Yeah.
You know, at his age. And this dude's amazing. Like, like, people know exactly who you're talking about when you say Jiraiya Sensei.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's just that memorable. I'll say, before we rank him, my favorite moment in the Naruto series is actually when him and Naruto, and this is part 1, and in the anime, they're walking at, you know, Naruto's training. He's going to be learning Rasengan, which who did Rasengan? Jiraiya did.
Jiraiya, yeah.
And then Minato.
Minato created it.
Yeah. Yeah. But he sparked the idea, I guess.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he did.
I think so. But my favorite part is, like, because Itachi and what's his name were, like, hunting down
Kisame
hunting down Naruto, and, like, they do this jutsu on this, like, fine ass woman, right? She's like right there. They're at the hotel. She's right there. Yeah. And Jiraiya's like, oh! And Naruto's like, whoa! And then he goes, here, go in the room. I'll be back. You know, he's like, oh wait, where are you going? Like, yeah, go to your room, Naruto. Like, and then there's one part where he's, like, with 3 women. Yeah. You know, drinking like, I like my Burmese characters. My Master Roshi's, Jiraiya and Master Roshi are totally right there.
Oh yeah.
That's like the craziest mofos. But I'm gonna rank him Dude,
It's gonna be easy. It's easy. It's not even a debate.
This dude's an
S
S
plus.
plus, bro.
It's easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
S plus. He's so amazing.
If there's an S plus, he is the S plus. Yeah.
He's so good. He's such a great character. I'm surprised I don't have a statue with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go a little bit less like a character I don't know too much about, but I know enough. Let's go with I cannot tell you his name. He's an Okesuke. I don't remember how to say it. Okasuki. I don't know. He's the guy with the fishing pole in Boruto. With the fishing pole. He's the one. Remember when they go back in time, and see Jiraiya? Like Boruto goes back in time.
Oh, is he on here? Oh, he's right here.
Yeah, he's right there. Yeah.
I don't know too much about him. I didn't watch that. I saw clips.
It's a D tier. It's a D tier.
He looks like a terrible.
I just wanted to get that one out of the way. He's D tier.
Okay, yeah, get his ass out.
He's a D tier.
I heard that arc wasn't that great.
It had its moment. It had it was kind of nice to see Jiraiya again, but
yeah, it's okay. We just nostalgia.
It was
the balls.
It was trash. Yeah. All right. All right. I'm gonna go random this time. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. Datara.
Datara's like we talked a little bit about him earlier.
Yeah. I really liked Datara when he first came on. I really did. Like when I first saw him, he's like in the first 2 or 3 episodes of Naruto Shippuden, he comes on, and I really liked him. Like he was a good way to show.
Captures Gaara.
Yeah, he captures Gaara.
Captures
Kazekage.
I do like his ability to make bombs out of clay.
Yeah, it's a cool ability. I always say if I ever cosplay as anybody, I think I have to do Datara because I feel like I'm closest to his look with the blonde hair and everything, and I would be totally down.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I always said that I'd be Asuma.
Oh yeah, Asuma. I see that. Yeah,
rocking that beard,
But yeah,
Datara is like. He's a really cool character. He definitely like I said, that fight with him and Sasuke were great.
That's awesome.
But what is it? It's kind of like the Joker and Batman, right?
Yeah.
Where the Joker, like Heath Ledger's Joker, overshadows Christian Bale's Batman. A lot of times, Deidre seems like he gets overshadowed by like Gaara or Sasuke, but he holds his own.
He does.
But it's like.
One thing that people don't talk about Datara enough is he's actually a very intelligent character. Like he's actually a very, very smart shinobi. Like he's very intelligent. I think I read something that I think he was part of the Hidden Cloud or whatever. And I think like when they said they lost him, it was a big loss to their shinobis because he was a very intelligent. I mean, he takes on Itachi comes at him. And Itachi gets him in that one, genjutsu. And what does he do? He finds a way. He gets that little eye thing. And that thing is to counter that. Like he's thinking ahead. He's trying to plan ahead to his opponents.
That's pretty good.
Like he's a very smart he's a very smart shinobi, and people don't think that. I give him an A. I give him an A.
You know what? It's another thing where like really cool character maybe died a little bit too soon.
Yeah.
He does get reanimated, but it's just not the same.
It wasn't that good, yeah.
I'm gonna give him B.
Okay.
I do like the character a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give him B because I just don't. I can't put him with Minato. I think Minato does better.
Well, yeah, I would think I wouldn't put him with Minato either. That's why I put Minato at
Great
S.
fights though. Great fights though. I know.
Yeah, he does it. All right, you can choose the next one. You go next.
Oh, me? Okay,
yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Let's go. You know what? Let's go. We just talked about him. Let's go Gaara.
Okay. Tough one. A little bit of a tough one in my opinion.
It is. It's a little unbalanced because it's another thing where like part 1 and then part 2 comes. Even
Boruto. I was about to say Boruto takes into faction of what I'm deciding here, and that's what makes it hard.
I love Gaara. Don't get me wrong.
Love him.
It's just you expected more battles with them. You expected more.
He takes kind of a back seat in a lot of moments.
Yeah.
I feel like in a lot of moments he's very much in the back seat, and it's kind of disappointing.
I think his true big good fight was when he fought against his dad.
Yeah, which was like an awesome moment.
Fight.
I actually I missed that moment somehow when I was watching the series. Like I skipped over that. I don't know how I did, and I didn't get to watch it. I didn't get to watch it until 2 months ago. which is crazy.
It can be overlooked.
Yeah, but it was a very good moment. It's a moment not a lot of people talk about. It's a moment that's kind of forgotten, but it was a very good moment.
That was his last big kind of fight.
Yeah.
He did fight an Akutsuki member, but like it was mostly Naruto and Sasuke.
Yeah. I will say this though, like he is a very his story overall, like where he how he grows as a character, I do absolutely love. Like his character growth from being the psychotic little shit that he is in the original series, being the like scary as hell, to this very soft-hearted, kind person who just wants to protect people. Like I loved it. I loved every moment of seeing, and even like when he becomes Kazekage and seeing him grow as the Kazekage, like that's what partly made that fight so good. Of course the big speech that he has during the Great Shinobi War is amazing. Like you see him take charge. Like he's the new young Hokage. A lot of the other Kages, not Hokage, Kazekage, the other Kages don't seem to care for a younging. And he comes out there and he's like, no, this is the way it's going to be. Like, we're building off Naruto's future. Like, what Naruto sees, I'm trying to go there with him. And we're going to try to create that future together.
Well, one of my favorite moments is, like, when he's at that point.
Yeah.
Where he's changed so much. And when he's fighting Sasuke.
Yeah.
And he's just trying to, like, help Sasuke.
Yeah.
And Sasuke's like, nah, bro. No. And then, like, he sheds that tear. He's like, well, like, I know how much Naruto wants to save you.
No.
He saved me. You can be saved, but I got to do what I got to do. Like Gaara's, that's what I like. That's the difference between him and Naruto, but they still have the same ideology.
Yeah. Especially
like now. His look is super cool in part 1.
In part 1, he's cool in part 2.
His gear, his look,
it's not as like terrifying as the number 1, but that was kind of the thing.
Yeah. He had that raccoon look in that part 1, like down to it.
I cannot ignore the absolute tragedy that they did to his character design in Boruto. Like, they ruined a lot of character designs in Boruto, but god, man, they destroyed him in Boruto.
That's bad.
Like, not only hair design, but like power scaling. Like, Boruto is just, I like the fact that he's a little adopted son and stuff, but other than that, like, he in Boruto.
Yeah, you didn't even know that much about that son yet.
No, he kind of seems cool, but
like with Gaara's look in Boruto is not very good, but then I guess like it makes sense because like they're in a different era.
Yeah.
Where now they're having like technology and he's kind of looking more
clean.
It kind of reminded me of Legend of Korra.
Yeah.
You went Avatar, Earthbender, and then you went Legend of Korra.
Yeah.
And then you had more of a sleeker kind of look.
You did.
But that doesn't excuse that.
It looks terrible. Yeah, it did. That looks terrible. It just does. You can't. To me, I think this is a solid S tier. I think for me it's a solid S tier. I think he is that great. Like I said, his character story is one of my favorites. It's awesome. And
him and Naruto.
Yeah, I do. I love him as a character. I love his redemption.
Fight.
Yeah, the fight's cool.
Oh, and we got to say him and Rock Lee.
Oh yeah, fight? How can you not talk about that fight?
That's like the highlight of like the Naruto series. Everybody goes to that YouTube clip.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So good. His ability, his sand ability, is what I love the most.
Oh, it's awesome.
How he could just have, and then in the Chunin exams, Hinata, Shino, and Kiba, they come across him, but they're hiding, right?
Yeah.
And like he just like murders 2 kids.
Yeah. He's terrifying in Naruto Shippuden. I mean in Naruto in the original series. Great, yeah. He was awesome.
Great villain.
He was phenomenal.
And his fight against Sasuke, and then his fight against Sasuke in the beginning of the Chunin exam, it was cut short, and then they fought again. Yeah. And then Naruto, that is what I think that was because of Gaara as the villain, and because with him and Naruto and how much they're alike and how they beat you over the head on that.
Yeah.
That's where it made me really love Naruto, man.
Yeah.
Really, because Naruto fucking becomes a beast.
Yeah.
When he does a transformation of the frog to Kurama.
Yeah.
And they're going like 2 kaijus going at
against each other, yeah.
That's where, and the music and the emotion, like that's where I fell in love. Well, I love Naruto versus Neji, but that's where it like went up a level. I was like, oh my god, this is so good.
Yeah.
for sure.
I agree.
I will agree though. S.
I think S. I think because of the little things, I won't put him as plus, but S is easy. All right, I think we should get a few of these kind of lower characters out of the way.
Yeah.
Let's go with Horn dude from Boruto. He was big
D.
buff dude that Sasuke fights on the other plane. D, yeah. He does nothing.
Absorbed, honestly.
He does nothing.
Just there to get absorbed.
This one I don't know. This is the guy from Naruto, the last movie, the one that takes Hinata.
I didn't really like him as much of a villain either, so I'll put him on D.
Yeah.
I think there's more to his story, but he didn't do it for me.
I was considering C, but I think I'm with you on D.
I think his name is Toneri. He was very memorable in that movie. That movie was just mostly...
It's about the love.
Romance.
It's about the love, yeah. Let's go... I forget how to say the name. It starts with these. The original, the sons of the six paths. The one that's that has the Uchiha eyes. He's the descent. He's with who the.
I'm gonna go D because I never watched that filler. It was.
Okay, you're gonna go D. Yeah, it's kind of D. I'm gonna go D for him and the other brother. He's the other one that's like the six paths look.
Where's his ass at?
He's the one with the headband, the white headband over his head. White headband.
Where is he?
I know it's hard to find a certain character sometimes.
I see him.
Two braids on the side, yeah.
Let's do D.
Yeah, and then let's go.
And that's not even part of the manga, so I'm putting that shit in D.
Yeah.
The manga is like true source anyway.
Okay. Now I'm gonna go with the little interesting character, a little thought. I don't know. Zenitsu.
You're talking about the Two-Face guy.
The Two-Face one. I mean.
You know what? Like, I guess he's a big important part of the story towards the end.
But he's kind of the reason the story sucks though. It's because he comes into play and kills Madara.
Oh yeah, I'm putting him a D.
Yeah, I'm just like, dude, he's a D. Like he just wasn't anything. He's a big part of the story and he's a big part of the war and everything. And he's the big backstabber of it all.
Every time he came on, I just didn't care.
I didn't either. Yeah,
I did not care.
He's part of the reason the show lost some people.
They should have took him out and just had a different kind of idea on that one.
All right, and then I'm gonna go six paths for the next one, the six path sage. The
old man.
The old man, yeah, the one that's like gives Naruto. So
I'm not gonna put him on D.
No,
he's like the. I'll put him at A.
You're gonna put him at A? I was thinking B. I'm thinking
B.
I'm thinking B because he's a good character. I like it. I liked him. I like that kind of part of the story. There's nothing there. Yeah, I like the lore behind him and all of that, but there's just not anything there to really work on.
I'm gonna put him on C.
Okay.
He's more memorable and more important than any of the characters in D.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe because of Sheen.
I'm gonna go with you on that one.
I'll go C.
Yeah. Okay, we're getting down to some better characters now. Let's switch off to a different one this time. Let's go Naruto's mom. Kushina. What do we think she at?
Kushina, I'm gonna put her on B.
Okay.
I really like this character. I love her design. I love her red hair. I know a lot of people before the shipping wars were saying, "Oh, look at Sakura's coming in, for the win," because Kushina's like so.
No, nothing like
she. No. Well, the outbursts and stuff, but like she's so like I love the Naruto's her son and they both are very similar. They both say Detabayo. I put her there. She's not as great as a shinobi as Minato, of course.
Yeah.
But some of the memorable scenes in the series is totally that scene where first she meets Naruto for the first time.
Yeah.
Second, she's a badass for her ability to hold down Kurama.
Yep. She does have strong power.
Sacrifices herself,
and she did that while she had just given birth to a kid. Weakened, and she was weakened from that, and losing.
Uzumaki's.
Yeah, yeah. She's a prime example of how strong the Uzumakis are. Yeah.
Same kind of story with like Naruto came from a village.
Yeah.
But I guess I would go also to the movie where if they were alive and
Yeah, the
was
Switch.
it Road to Ninja or something like that.
Yes, I watched that one
Yeah.
recently. I can't remember. Yeah.
Yeah, so you get more. I guess you get more to it. So I really like her.
I do too.
She does leave a lasting impression,
Yeah.
and you could see that's Naruto's mom, but it's like, oh, it's Naruto's. She has more to her.
Yeah.
So not as great as Minato when it
No.
comes to like power wise and
Yeah.
shinobi wise, but a fantastic character to give you a lot of emotion, and of course with Naruto's story. And if you ever thought, in part one, like, who's Naruto's mom? Like, that's exactly who I would have thought was Naruto's mom.
Yeah, 100%. I'm going A. I'm going A because I do really like her character. I love. I know the thing is they don't show enough of her, I guess, but I do like when she does chain up Kurama.
Yeah.
I like her personality. I like, again, she's kind of what I wish Sakura could have been. Like this kind of mean, like I'll hit you if you say anything mean about me or whatever. Or but she's fun, and she's again love her and Minato's relationship. I love when when Naruto, like when she meets Naruto, dude. I think that was way more emotional than when Minato first met him. I love that scene, like when he grabs her and holds her and is like, "I wanted to meet you for so long." I love that scene.
Two different tones to those.
There were.
Both
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
It's funny because like Kushina is Naruto, and then like Minato is pretty much Hinata.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
But yeah, I'll you make me want to put her next to Minato, but I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna stick to my guns.
Okay.
Because I know Minato, he definitely comes to play at the end of the war too.
Yeah.
And helps Naruto. It's sad that we didn't get Kushina helping out too, but
Yeah.
I'll stick with my guns and put her at B.
Who do you want to pick next? You go for the next one. There's a lot of good ones.
Yeah, you know what? Let's talk her great grandson. Let's talk Boruto.
Okay, we're going into Boruto. God, this is so hard.
He's the main character.
I know.
In the sequel,
he's definitely not. He's definitely not an S plus, and I don't. He's not an S. Is he A though? That's what's hard.
I'm gonna say, well, because you're not current on the manga.
No, I'm not, and everyone loves the manga.
Of May 31st. There's getting more stuff to Boruto.
Yeah.
Right? I like Boruto. I think he's smarter than Naruto.
Yes, for sure.
I think he's more he has the gentle side like Hinata.
Yeah.
I think his look is pretty cool. He has kind of like his grandpa's look as a kid, like that Run DMC look a little bit, but with the badass black and I think once again, huge potential. Especially right now, what's going on? He's a lot like Naruto.
Yeah.
He's a lot like Naruto. I just can't wait till I think he's gonna be a lot better because the look is better when he grows up, with that sword, and the karma mark, and then his relationship right now with Kawaki, Himawari. He's definitely the older brother type, which I love the Naruhina family moments in the anime. But you know what? I still haven't seen enough. We're still super kind of. We've been through the manga and it's getting good. But I'm gonna put him on C.
Really? Wow.
I'm gonna put him with Sarada because these are two characters that they have so much potential and it's there. It's right there. But it's. I gotta see more arcs. I gotta see more of the character. What happens with the relationship with?
I do agree. I need to see a lot more. I do feel like I need to see a lot more. But I do like the direction he has been heading in the show. Like now that Kawaki's involved, I like him with. I want to see more Sasuke training him.
That's a cool element. That's a really cool element.
I like him in his relationship to his friends. I think he has a real, like, I love his kind of, like, he's kind of the cool kid. Like, instead of Naruto wasn't the cool kid, but he's kind of the cool kid, And he kind of has that, like, chip on his shoulder. Like, he wants to live up to that expectations. He has a lot of expectations on him, and he wants to live up to that and surpass those expectations. I like a lot of what his character is. He is annoying at times. He is annoying.
Especially with the him and Naruto aspect
Ye-
before the movie.
Yes. Yeah. So he is annoying at times. He is some moment like the Boruto anime is what keeps getting in my head and keeps bugging me. Like, oh, the anime so far out, like it's basically like 5 out of 10. It's not amazing. It just has moments of good moments. But I do like him as a character. I'm gonna put him with Sarada too, and I'm gonna put him at A. I'm gonna put him at A because I think he can be an S tier character soon. But it
no doubt.
But
No doubt.
I do need.
Somebody's gonna have to take over. He could be the Gohan that we should have had in Dragon Ball Z, where he should have took over Goku's role.
Yeah.
So that's the potential he has.
It's taking it. Yeah.
With Vegeta being Sarada. I mean, not Vegeta. Gohan, and then maybe Trunks being
Trunks.
Sarada.
Yeah. That's.
But it's just too early. It's too early for me. So I'll put him with Sarada. For me, it was C.
Okay. All right, let's go to the next one. I'm gonna choose.
We should get rid of Konkoro.
I was thinking Konkoro too. Where do you want? I mean, I'm gonna put him at. I'm gonna put him at C.
I'm putting him at D.
Really? You don't like Konkoro?
Not really. Not really. Like Sosoro is the better version of who masters the puppets.
Yeah,
He's
he
cooler. And Konkoro is just like the brother.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I don't know.
I'm just not that. He's kind of like Shino to me. I don't really care about.
I just don't think he's complete trash. I don't think he's completely like. I think Shino's. But
I put him on D. The D could be trash
He kind of has some good.
Just not relevant.
He kind of has some good comedic moments sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll give him a C. I'll give him a little bit of respect. Like, I get it. Gaara's his brother, and Gaara's a lot better, and we love Gaara, and he's kind of just fucking there. Even, like, his sister, Tamari, like, we love her, and, like, she's better than him. But, yeah, let's go Tamari now that I said Tamari. Let's finish off the trio.
Because I'm running out of room for my D's.
I know. I think it goes on. Let me check something real quick. Let me see. I think it might create more room. Yeah, it creates more room as you go.
It's okay. I think I just got a couple more spots for people here.
Yeah. It'll create more room. Let's go Tamari.
Chase, I love Tamari.
I do too.
No, I'm just gonna already put her on my rank.
Where are you gonna put her?
S.
What did I do with her? You're going S? Holy shit! Oh my god!
I love Tamari. Like, if Hinata was not in this series, Tamari would be my number one.
Really?
She I think is the most underrated character.
Yeah.
Not the most powerful.
No.
The most underrated.
She does say she's the strongest wind user in the war, even though that's not true because Naruto comes in, he's strong. Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure there's another wind user.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love her. Like, if we're going for look, just overall where her story ended up and where it first came in, her look throughout the series has been awesome.
Yeah.
Even in Boruto, I like her look.
Yeah.
I love her relationship, of course, with Shikamaru. I love the battle they had, the tactitional battle.
Yeah.
I love how she was one of the leaders in the Shinobi War. I love her ability to use wind with this big ass fan. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I love her introduction. Of course, she thought Sasuke was cute.
Yeah, everyone does. Everyone always does.
And then she ends up with Shikamaru, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
I just love her attitude. Her Shikamaru does not become Shikamaru without those talks she has with him.
Yeah, and you know what? And this is the thing. I was gonna say, and I was surprised that you're so highly on her because I didn't know. But she should.
Not a lot of people know.
But she should. You're right, though. She should be because I'm looking at it. I'm like looking at all these female characters. I'm like, Hinata's the best, and she's a clear best. But Tamari is the clear second best. In my thought, I'm looking. I'm just like she's pretty fucking awesome, and I'm like but I don't.
I think Tamari could beat Hinata in a fight.
I don't disagree with that. She could. I think it'd be a close one. I think it'd be a close match.
It's definitely different styles.
Yeah, and it's long range versus short range. That's what it is.
But Tamari, she's more ruthless. She gets the job done. Damn. Like if you want, if I'm gonna do like, okay, pick your team, pick your basketball team, a Naruto character.
Yeah,
take it tomorrow over here.
I say, man, you're a good freaking salesman. I mean, I was thinking A. I was almost solid on A, but God, she is an S, man. Because I'm like, when it comes to Naruto, like female characters, Hinata clear best, Tamari clear second best. Like I think she is a badass character, and you're not
Definitely
wrong.
the healthiest relationship between her and
Yes,
Shikamaru. That was the most realistic.
her and Shikamaru's relationship, I think is out. I mean, again, Naruto and Hinata's is hard to beat because of the movie and everything, but theirs is like the most clear cut, like a perfect relationship, like tandem. Like it was such a good ship. It was such a good match, and yeah, their fight was great. Yeah,
the like, and then just how that came to be, like when they grew up, and like she was coming over to the tuning exam, the next tuning exam, to advise it or whatever, and then like he would like be in the morning, like he's not an early waker, but he'd be there early in the morning, you know. But another thing to throw in there is that we have not yet seen Tamari and Shikamaru work together in a fight. Imagine that.
That'd be cool.
Imagine
they
that.
better do that in Boruto. That'd be tough.
Dude, these two, that's why I say it's like Tamari is like slept on.
Yeah.
Because Tamari and Shikamaru, if they were going at each other when they were kids, I mean, what was Shikamaru plays? He plays that chess, like Shogun.
Yeah, Shogun. Yeah, Shogun.
Put
Shogun.
Put Tamari against him. See what happens in there.
She'll put up a fight. I think it'd be a good little moment where like he's like, what the hell? She's actually good at this, and he still wins because he's Shikamaru, but like she puts up a fight. I think that would be what happens.
She's right there.
Yeah,
she's right there when it comes to tactician.
Okay.
So that's why I put her in S.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go random this time, and we're gonna go random characters. A lot of big characters. Let's see.
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay, this one I was thinking about doing because I'm very. Is she a D? Kaguya.
Oh, Kaguya.
Kaguya, the main, technically the main like villain of the show.
The last villain of the Naruto series.
I'm like.
I have a Funko Pop of her.
Yeah, you do.
It's so cool. It's such a great paint job on it. But the character's so bland.
So bland, dude. So boring. And like Madara was so much of a better villain. And I'm like,
too OP though.
He was way too OP. They had to kill him. They had no choice.
Her look is awesome. I love her look. I love her abilities.
I like her. Yes.
I'm gonna already give my rank real quick, and then I'm just gonna say it's because there could be a potential return for her.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna give her a D. I'm gonna give her a C, because she has everything that you need to make a fantastic villain. Yeah. And there is a possibility she might return for the Boruto series. Yeah. Which would make sense. Yeah, I mean, this all kind of started with her. So I'm gonna put her at a C. That's kind of like all I have to say about her.
Yeah, I'm with you on it. I think C2, like I said, she was kind of a disappointing part of the series. Like, it was kind of... It just kind of... Like, the pace of the series just went, like, full stop when she came into it. But I do like her look. I do kind of, like her as a character. I just think she could have been done a little bit better. And, like you said, she has a chance to. So I'll put her at C. I don't think she...
kind of doesn't have a character.
No, she's boring. She just doesn't do
very boring. Like she looked like when she came on the scene in the manga, I was like, oh.
I like what them fighting against her. Like I like what Naruto does, Sasuke does. I love Obito's death and all that stuff. Like I like the moments in there, but like she herself was kind of just a bland part of it.
Yeah, she herself didn't really impact to like Madara did. She didn't. If you take over a badass villain like Madara, and you don't really have that memorable. It just wasn't needed. Yeah. I guess it sets up later on. That's why I say I won't give her D. I'll give her C, just because I think they have to bring her back.
Yeah. All right. You pick the next one. I want you to pick a good one. Pick a juicy one. Pick a.
Oh, we're going juicy.
Yeah. Pick a good one.
Woo! I already know, boy. I already know. We're talking about pain.
Yeah, pain. I like it.
Pain.
Yeah. You shall know, bro. He is. He might. I mean, it's hard. It's hard when you're talking best villain. Like it's up to debate and who's the best villain. I don't think there's a clear cut winner. I think everyone can have their favorite, and he's definitely like one of the guys that you have to talk about.
Best villain.
You think you're going best villain?
I'm going best villain before he becomes a bitch.
I'm already gonna put it at. I'm just saying it right now. I'm already putting him at an S tier, S plus. He's already S plus.
Even when he becomes a bitch, like he did everything. It kind of sucks because, it kind of sucks.
He's
because,
so
you know,
cool though.
I'll put S.
You're an S. You're saying best villain, and you're putting him at S. That's what's.
He's the best villain because, but then he just all the deaths and destruction.
He kills a lot.
Doesn't matter. Before that, he's
Yeah.
the best villain.
Yeah,
But
that
then
is annoying.
When Talk no Jutsu happens.
I do like the talk no jutsu part. I do like the part where he like Naruto, like him and Naruto have that connection with Jiraiya. I think that's like I love that connection. I like that moment. I do get to your point though, the fact that like they just bring everyone back to life. Like
It's gonna be another villain on here that's a similar situation.
Yeah.
Dude, think about it.
Yeah.
He comes in, he kills Jiraiya Sensei.
Kills him.
He has this epic music.
Awesome. Oh,
great. All his pains look dope.
Yeah.
His main pain he uses is his best friend.
Dude,
right? Because the main guy is in a
his
fucking
best friend.
tree.
And I forget that, so I'm like these are dead bodies he's controlling. Like this is
not
dead.
the real pain.
This is a corpse he is using.
Not real pain.
Yeah.
They have to figure out that that's not the real pain. Fucks up best girl Hinata. Gives her a big shining moment.
Mm-hmm.
Fucks up Naruto.
Fucks him up. Makes Naruto break.
Kills Kakashi.
Yep.
Technically, he's dead.
No, I do like that they brought him back to life because I felt like that would have been too early to kill him off.
Yeah, that was
first.
Cool. But I mean, still, talk no jutsu, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I would go S plus if they would have continued that.
I'm sorry. To me, it's an S plus because still, it's the best arc in the damn series. It's the best arc in the damn series. And
I will tell you why it's not an S plus later on because I know we're going to get to this other character. But it is the best arc.
It's
Man,
the best arc,
emotion,
and he is the... Oh, it's so good.
You got everything. You got the confession.
It's his...
You got Naruto.
Bro, him over the entire village, just going like, you shall know pain or whatever, and just ultimate push, like, and the English dub gets a lot of hate. Dude, I forget who the actor is behind his English dub. Phenomenal for him. He is awesome English dub.
First introduction to his full Sage mode.
Yeah.
Red cloak.
Yeah.
With Naruto. You know, this arc is like the best.
It's
like
the pinnacle of the series. Like it is.
When Pain destroys Konoha,
no,
I was like, that is a main villain.
Yeah,
that is a villain. And then he don't give a shit about Madara or Obito.
No, it's not about them. It's about his. It's about his what he wants.
The message. Every great villain has a reason, unless you're the goddamn Joker. Even he has a reason though. He wanted peace. He wanted everlasting peace.
Yeah.
So different ideologies of how to go to it with him and Naruto, but it made Naruto stronger. A villain needs to do that too to make him stronger. To organically, like Pain is the best villain until he becomes a bitch. until he gets and then he has a fine ass woman by his side.
Oh,
until he gets like talk no jutsu. He's an S. He's an S. I want to put him in S plus.
I did forget Conan. I did forget Conan a little bit when it came to best girl.
Yeah. She fine.
Let's go to Conan. Let's go straight to her, man. Let's go straight to Conan.
No, so you said S plus, right, on Pain?
Yeah, I said S plus. I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with it.
I want S plus.
It doesn't bug me that they brought people back to life. Not as bad as like I wish that they killed people off in the Great Shinobi War. That's bugged me. I don't know.
Best villain until Konohamaru does a Senkan on one of them. It takes one out.
Let's not talk about that. All right, Conan. We're moving on to Conan.
Is she on here?
Yeah, she's on there. Yeah, blue hair, yeah. I love Conan, dude. Conan is one of the sickest designs.
Yeah, pretty cool.
One of the sickest designs in the show. One of the coolest little powers. And she only gets one moment to really show off who she is. And that moment is insanely awesome.
That moment is really
her
good.
Fight
in the manga
with
and anime.
Yeah, and her fight with Obito is amazing. I loved it, and she only lost because Obito has a broken power.
Obito's a little bitch. That's why.
Fuck off. I'm going S though with her. I'm going S because I love her.
S?
I
Oh
love
my
her
God.
character design. I would buy statues of her. I love her character, like her kind. I like her a little like gothic. I don't know. I guess say goth emo kind of like. She's kind of like not a big talker. She's not like a lot of these girls are bubbly and stuff like that. She ain't bubbly. She just I like her. They don't give her too much, but like her love for that one guy that dies, they're friends.
The friend, yeah.
Yeah, and like her breaking and turning into who she was, and like, I like her a lot. I liked her a lot. She's an awesome character. Yeah.
I'm gonna put her at a B.
Okay.
I like her. I just think that fight is awesome though. The
Yeah.
fight is really good. Her look is fantastic.
A large part of this is character design for me. I think when it comes to character design, she's probably
she's one of the best
Yeah.
for sure. I love the flower in her hair.
Mm-hmm.
Just her ability the paper mache kind of ability.
Yeah.
That's great. I'll give her a B though. I'll give her a B because yeah, she didn't do as much as I wanted her to do. Epic way to go out.
My B's got like nobody in it. I only got Kakuzu on it right now. I gotta start filling that up. Let's start filling it up.
Well, let's go with let's throw some characters out there. I think we can easily talk about. Let's go Tenten.
Oh yeah, I've been thinking about that. I can keep it off 10-10 for a little bit because I'm like, if there is a forgotten character in this show more than Shino, it's for sure 10-10. But I like 10-10. I really like when she's on the screen.
I like Tenten. It's just nothing.
She's
they give her
weak.
nothing.
She's probably the weakest shinobi out of all the shinobi friends.
I might even say she is. I think Konohamaru is more strong.
Yeah, I know. She's so
Wow.
like they gave her some fillers and that's it, and they're not good.
I put her in and you know what's the funniest thing is she had the that scroll in the war that's supposed to that was going to make a big difference,
and it's just
did not come into play at all.
Just made her weaker.
I won't put her at D. I'll put her at C because they did a cartoon called Naruto SD, which was Rock Lee's.
Yeah, it's kind of like the more childish
the funny
version.
One.
Yeah, she was good in it.
She's great in that.
Yeah.
She's so good in that. So I'll put her at C.
I'll stick with a C too because I weirdly like her character. Like I liked, I don't know why, like, yeah, I liked like her, but she just does nothing. She's nothing.
She's probably one of the cutest out of all the girls too.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm into brunettes and stuff like that, so I think she's one of the cutest.
Then I'm just trying to see. How about Choji?
Choji. I think for me, he's a B character. I'm going to be. I like Choji. He has his moments. He has some great moments.
Oh, it's part one. A lot of these characters have great moments in
part one. He does have a great moment in part two where he gets that butterfly thing. It was kind of cool. I don't know if he fights against Asuna on that. It's during the Great War. I don't know if it was considered a filler.
I thought he did that in part one.
No, he does that in part two where he gets. Does he do it in part one?
He gets skinny.
He gets skinny, but I don't think he got the butterfly. Did he?
I thought more of his abilities in part two was like he grew more giant.
Oh yeah, he grew giant, but still, I like that moment where he grew giant.
I'm gonna put him at I think I put him where Tenten was.
Put him at C.
Yeah, I put him at C.
I go B. I like him. He can be, but I like him. Yeah.
He's there for comedic purposes.
He is there for comedic.
He's a good friend to. I like the dynamic with him as Shikamaru.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go now. For me, this is Kiba. I think this is an easy one for me. If we're talking his dog, I'd put his dog at a C. I like his dog. Akamaru. I like Akamaru. But Kiba, I'm D.
D.
I'm D with Kiba.
Too much talk.
Yeah. He's too much talk. He kind of annoys me with this whole "I'm gonna be Hokage over Naruto" thing, and he's
towards the end, I know.
All he does is fang over fang. He just does fang over fang. That's all he does.
Exactly.
It makes Akamaru.
He just couldn't get over that loss, bro. Yeah. And he lost to a fart.
Like, so dumb. He's such a dumb character, in my opinion. I like Akamaru. I kind of like.
I'll put him D too.
Yeah.
I put Nagato next to Pain because they're both basically the same people.
Yeah. All right. I think we should go big here. I think we should go big. Go big or go home, right? This one's big. Itachi.
Oh, that's good.
Itachi.
I mean, where else can you put him? You gotta put him in
Yeah,
S
S plus. Yeah, there's just no way you can put him anywhere.
Itachi's the type of character that I get into anime. I'm like, everybody loves him,
Yeah.
and I'm the type of where I like, nah, I don't like him that much, but I love him too.
Dude.
Like he's just nobody does not like Itachi.
He's probably like one of the him and Jiraiya are probably the least two hated characters in that show. There's just no hate against him. You cannot hate against Itachi. And I mean his story
As a villain or a hero.
both. He's an anti-hero. He's one of the best anti-heroes, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
Like he's one of the most well-written he's the most well-written character in that show.
Like if he just stayed a villain through the whole series, I'd still love him.
Yeah.
I probably would love him even more.
Yeah.
But then when they did that reveal, I was like, oh shit, that's pretty.
Like, damn. It's weird to take such a horrible thing that he did and like kind of justify it in a way, not like completely justify it, but like understand his kind of
It was
what
like
was going through his head.
His brother, or
Yeah.
the clan.
The clan, yeah. What was the village or the clan? He had to choose the village or the clan.
Oh, the village and clan, yeah, that's right.
and he chose the village. Like he chose the village over his own people.
It was the clan was gonna do a coup d'état.
And because of that, there had been civil war. A lot of people would have died, and then a war would have started overall because the other nations would have saw that they were weak and gone in for the attack and would have started another great shinobi war. Like he completely stopped another great shinobi war because of his actions.
But when you think about it, it didn't really matter, did it?
No.
We still went into war.
But that was a whole different thing. That was Obito. That was gonna go into war no matter what. At least like
it's a sticky situation.
But
sure.
it's a very sticky situation, and like how he handled is extreme. But like you're like, damn, did he have any other choice? You know?
It's I guess it's the love for his brother that really gets you.
Yeah.
Especially the fight between him and Sasuke.
Yeah.
That is one of the best fights too.
Yeah.
When you first see the fucking lightning technique that Sasuke has.
Yeah.
When he gets that big ass lightning bolt.
Or something like that. You know about that technique though, it's badass, but you never really see him use it outside of that.
Probably too much though. Way too much. Chakra. Way too much.
Oh yeah, it takes a lot.
I do like that Itachi too is like really frail.
Yeah.
Not really frail, but like he's losing it, right? He's spitting out blood. He's gonna die.
Well,
his eyes are affecting him.
Yeah, he had to be because Sasuke couldn't beat him otherwise. Sasuke couldn't beat Itachi. Like that's just the thing. Like he grew up strong, but Itachi was still stronger at that point.
Is Itachi the greatest shinobi? Is he better? Is he full prime? Is he beating Madara all day, every day?
Oh, Madara? No.
He's not gonna beat Madara?
I don't think so.
I think full prime he does.
You think so? It's hard to tell because they never truly showed him off full prime, just kind of the potential of what he could be full prime.
And that potential is 10 times stronger than 10.
10 times? Damn, dude. That's lowballing it. That's like 100 and 200 times.
I'm just like, Itachi's like, it's nuts how strong this guy was.
Yeah. Yeah, it is nuts. It is. He was... God, he again. Uchihas are just OP. Like each Uchiha are just way too. The Sharingan is the most OP thing in anime, and each one.
I thought the Hyuga clan was would be their.
They said
rival.
They said in the beginning the Hyuga clan rivaled them or was even better than them at some points. Nowhere near what they are at.
Like Sasuke or Itachi going against Neji at his prime.
Yeah, no.
It's not even a match, bro.
Yeah.
Susanoo will whoop Neji's ass.
Kick the shit.
Well,
out
I don't know. Neji has that.
But you have to remember that only a few Uchihas had that true power. Base Uchihas.
It doesn't seem like it, huh?
I know, because that's all they show you is the strong ones.
Oh my god, I mean, hell, if Kakashi could do it, Jesus Christ.
He only did it because, but yeah, all right. Yeah, no, I agree.
Oh, and I have to say, badass look too for Itachi.
Oh yeah, the whole crow thing. Again, another great stat. You see a ton of great statues for him. The whole crow and that darkness to him. Whenever he he genjutsu somebody and they go into that little world, is always very cool. Very very scary, terrifying as shit. Whenever he took on Kakashi.
The Akatsuki robe.
Yeah,
awesome on him.
Oh, perfect.
He pretty much is the face of Akatsuki.
Yeah, he is for
He's
sure.
a Jordan. He's a Jordan to the
He's
96.
He's the first one you see, and he leaves that lasting impression throughout it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's we can go all day with Itachi, but he's
good.
definitely S plus.
Yeah. All right, I'll let you pick the next character. Let's move on.
Let's get some of these characters out of the way.
Yeah.
Right? I see a couple of here. Of course, I always Kurenai.
Kurenai Sensei.
I'm gonna put her at D.
Yeah, I'm going D too.
She's not.
She doesn't. She's just there to.
Cool look.
Yeah,
cool look.
I do like her eyes. She's just there to cry over Asuna. and people get her a lot of shit because she tried to genjutsu Itachi. Everyone's like, "What the fuck are you doing? You can't genjutsu the best."
Well, let's go Asuma then.
Yeah, I'm down for Asuma. I like Asuma. I give him a B. I like it. I like him as like Shikamaru's sensei. I love that little relationship he has. The emotional death, like he wasn't on that long, but like his death was really sad. And that's mostly due to Shikamaru's part. But his death was like it was a really like down moment in the show that was emotional. I do kind of like his powers. He doesn't seem too like strong, but he does have a cool little snap of the fire with the chakra blades.
I like his knives.
His knives. Always having a stick right in the mouth.
Yeah, I mean he has a cool ass look. He's kind of like one of those. If you guys had ever seen Samurai 7, he kind of reminds you of one of those characters.
Yeah.
He's the son of the third Hokage.
Mm.
He's got a banging hot chick. Before he dies, he has a kid.
Yeah.
I put him. I was gonna put him on C, but I put him in B because he's another type of character that helps Shikamaru. Just really, he helps Shikamaru so much.
Yeah.
Same with Shino and Choji, but Shikamaru a lot because they're the ones that are playing that Shogun game.
Yeah.
Daily, and really having him. He's teaching them too.
Mm.
He's teaching, even though he's getting his ass whooped, he is telling them some stuff.
Yeah.
And I think it's a big impactful death for the whole crew.
Yeah.
I do like him, but I'm gonna put him on. That's because of the relationship with him and Shikamaru.
Yeah.
I'll put him in B.
I'll say this before we move on. I do like the way like he seems to really connect with all, like, well, I guess not with so much with Ino, but he connects all to his kids really well. Not just Shikamaru, like his way of like he saw how smart Shikamaru was. Like
he was the first one to notice that.
He's the first one to say like this dude is, and he knew how to connect with him and how he played shogi with him. That's how he taught, how he learned. He knew how to teach him. And then he also knew how to teach Choji. Like he knew how to get Choji to push himself to be better, to be a better shinobi, to get that fat ass moving. And so I liked that aspect of him. I felt like he really had a connection to a way of teaching his students.
And it didn't look like he had a problem with anybody on the shinobis like Kakashi.
No, he's a very likable.
Guy.
Yeah.
He was he seemed like a team player.
Yeah.
His relationship with his dad, you could I think in the anime they kind of showcased that a little bit more.
Yeah.
Was a little strained, but he went down like a G, man. I mean, he did kind of sacrifice himself. He went down.
Yeah.
And he went down like a shinobi. So I'll put him in B.
Okay. Let's go. I believe his name is Momoshiki or something like that. The villain in Boruto.
Okay.
I've had him on here for a while.
Oh man, you know what? Put him in C.
That's where I just dropped him in.
Just because of the fight.
Just because of the fight. And I kind of like his look in that fight when he gets the eye over his head, and I do like that look. The look is cool, but he's a bland villain, but his look is cool and the fight's cool. Yeah. All right,
Konohamaru.
All right, Konohamaru. This is an interesting one because he's an annoying kid in the original series for a lot of it. He has he's kind of funny at times, but I do find him mostly annoying. But I love him in Boruto, and I want him to be better. Though I want him to be better, and they've given him some cool moments, but I want him to be better.
When they said that he was the third Hokage's grandson, I was like, oh, he has so much potential to be a badass like his grandpa. But at this point, take him out of the story, and what has he fucking really done?
Nothing.
you don't really care about this character. He's D.
You're going D with Konohamaru?
I don't care about this character. He's not that like he has more out of all the D characters. Yes, he has more going on for him, but he's so bland. I didn't like him as a kid, and as an adult, he hasn't done shit either.
I like him as I think he's a decent sensei for Boruto and stuff. I'm gonna give him C. I'm gonna go C.
I just don't care.
And there's like one or two moments in Boruto where he has a cool ass fight, like clean.
I feel like people just want him to bang Hanabi.
Basically, yeah, that's all they want. That's all they want is him.
that's not enough for me, dude.
No.
Like, nah, bro. I'm gonna go. He's just not a character I really care for at all. I never really cared for him, and I don't care about him today.
I'm gonna switch. All right, I'm gonna switch to a little bit bigger character. I'm gonna go Tsunade. I'm curious.
Tsunade is... It's so funny because Tsunade is kind of like that character from Naruto Part 1.
Yeah.
Where it felt like your grandma.
Yeah.
Like your grandma's there cooking for you. Your grandma's there, if you're watching TV. Your grandma's like there. And your grandma, you love your grandma.
Yeah.
And you value the time that you've had with your grandma. Sometimes you get adventurous. You go out of town or whatever. You're like, oh, where do you want to go, grandma? You want to go get something to eat? Tsunade is that character, and that's also talking about her age.
Yeah.
But Tsunade has some cool ass fights. I like when Naruto and her first interact. She has a cool assistant.
Yeah, she's pretty funny.
She's there throughout Part 1. Like, even, like, she's really used for the fillers to give them missions and stuff.
Yeah.
Comedic effect. She's your grandma. She's there. You like her. You love your grandma. But she never reaches Jirai Sensei level.
No. I think she's the weakest out of the Sanins.
For sure.
Yeah.
But she's there. And I do like the story with her and Dan. Especially when Dan gets resurrected. I thought that was pretty nice. I always forget her brother died.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put her at B.
That's why, that's where I have her. I think she's an easy B. Not B size, but she is a B. She's definitely she's D in that kind of.
She just made herself look younger.
Yeah.
Because she looked like that back in the day, smoking hot.
Yeah.
It's just
she's actually an old lady.
Yeah, she's an old lady. You cherish when she's on. Like, you like when she's on screen. It's not like you're like, oh my god, she's not again. Like, you like it. I like her character. So.
Okay. All right. We got some good ones. We got a lot of good ones left. Do we want to hit a big one right now?
We should get some of these. Like Mitsuki. Mitsuki.
Oh, Mitsuki. Yeah, Mitsuki is. You're right on that. It's potential with it, just like most of Boruto. It's what's the potential? There's a lot of potential, but I've been kind of disappointed with Mitsuki in the series so far.
Yeah, you're right about that. Even in the manga, they're kind of introducing them back in, but like he really started kind of a little bit strong because he's kind of mysterious and Orochimaru's son and stuff. I'm still gonna put him with the other Boruto characters. I didn't intend to do that.
Yeah.
But when I think about it, it's like it's so early in the game though. I just can't.
So I'm putting.
I'll put him a C.
I'm putting him at C too. I remember I put Boruto and Sarada at A, so I'm thinking he's kind of just the most lackluster out of the groups, which is weird to me because I thought he was going to be I thought he was going to steal the show. I thought he was going to steal Boruto. I thought he was going to be the star of the show that we fall in love with, but he just has not gotten there.
Their folks can see now more on Boruto and Kawaki when you're like, wait a minute, what about Mitsuki though?
Yeah.
Mitsuki. Like Mitsuki and Boruto have kind of a similar
He has Sage mode. Like, how are we not getting on to the fact that he can do Sage at his age? Like, how are we not hitting on that more? Yeah. All right, let's go Hidan. Let's get Hidan out of the way.
Okay. He's cool. I really think he's kind of like there for Shikamaru.
Yeah, he is.
I'm gonna put him with his partner at C.
I put him at C. I put his partner one up, but I put him at C. He's cool. He's funny, I guess, but his powers not that crazy to me. He's just part of
immortal. We're talking about the immortal, right?
Yeah, the immortal. He's in a great arc. He's in a great arc, but he doesn't make that arc great. It's Shikamaru that makes that arc great.
Yeah,
so
he's
like
the guy that you root for, Shikamaru. He's the guy. He's like,
he's a decent villain, but he's not.
yeah, he's the one that's making Shikamaru stronger.
Yeah. All right, let's see what we got next. I think we
We're
got
almost there.
I think we got mostly just big characters now. So let's jump into. I say we go. Oh, you know, this is interesting. I didn't think about this. We put Pain down, but Nagato's still up there.
Oh no, that's what I said. I put Naruto next to Pain.
Okay, so you just put him.
For me, it was the S.
Yeah,
because they're pretty much the same character.
I was like, okay, I'm putting him there. Then let's go Sasori.
Okay.
Let's go Sasori. He gets his. He was really cool. He was really cool, like all the freaking puppets, and he had the second, one of the Kazekages, and like but he loses to Sakura and an old lady.
But, well, Cheetah was it Cheetah?
Yeah, Cheetah was really strong.
She was really strong,
and
then that was his
strong.
grandma.
Yeah, and so there's emotion. I like the emotional depth to that fight.
That's what makes it go. And you know, that's probably Sakura's best highlight.
It is. It is for sure. I thought she was. When I watched that, I was like, okay, Sakura might be actually a good character. Shippuden might, make Sakura enjoyable.
Sasori, like, it's like the first main villain too of like the part 2.
Yeah.
He was good for like that first like taste. I'm gonna put him at C.
Okay.
Just because like when I think of him, I don't think of him like bad. I think he was good. I just don't. I'm not overly like. His look was cool, but honestly, I'm not overly hyped about him. Like he's just okay.
I'm going B. I like him at B. I think I like his, like I said, I kind of like his, I like the puppet power. I like the puppet jutsu. And I did like the emotional depth to his backstory, like his parents, and like his death, I think was really cool. Like his parent puppets stabbing him. I like those. I'm counting those in there. I think those were good moments.
Okay, you know what? That's a little bit more than a lot of these B characters. I'll put them, or C characters. I'll put them at B.
Yeah.
I'll put them at B too. I think that's right. That's right.
Okay, I feel like we have nothing but big characters left now. Pretty big. I mean, I guess you can say
Rock Lee.
You want to go Rock Lee? He's a big character.
He's a big character in part 1.
In part 1, yeah.
In part 2, he's not as big.
Doesn't do shit. Doesn't do
part 1. He's beast.
Shit.
That Gaara fight,
it's the highlight, dude. It's the highlight of the series that you just pull over again and again.
When he's drunk. On that one fight when they're rescuing Sasuke?
Yeah, they goes against the bone, dude. That fight was cool as shit.
Then part 2 comes along, and he doesn't do anything.
He's still kind of fun. Like, at first he annoyed me in the original series, but then I was like, oh, he's so badass. And then the second series, I liked him just because he's kind of a decent comedic effect to the show.
He's a comedic character.
Yeah, that's all he is. That's all he is. They give all the shine to I like him enough just because of the original series. I put him at A.
He has the same design as Guy Sensei.
Yes, I'm not like
not that unique.
No, but it's a purpose to it.
Same personality as Guy Sensei.
Yeah.
Where'd you put him? B?
I put him A.
Oh, you put him A.
I think he deserves A. I think he deserves A because of the original series. If they'd done him better, in Shippuden, we'd be talking to him like we talk Guy Sensei.
I'll put him at B. Because I can't forgive that they really trashed his part 2, bro.
Yeah, they did. Really
part
bad.
1 was great. And, like, you love those underdog stories. But the problem is part 2, they gave it to Guy Sensei.
All the Guy Sensei.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How crazy would it have been if it was fucking Rock Lee rocking Madara, sacrificing himself. One of the main characters.
Awesome. That would have been a better sacrifice than Neji.
Or even like a double team. You go Guy Sensei, Rock Lee against Madara.
Oh my god, dude, that'd be clean.
So good.
But
I just did a better story than Kishimoto.
I know.
I
want you to think about this. There's a reason. I just thought about this too. There's a reason they could not kill off Guy Sensei. The writers had to keep him alive because imagine him being brought back to life. Imagine him because when you get brought to life, you can't die. So he can just spam eight gates.
That's the one thing I didn't like about the resurrection thing.
They die. Like, what the hell? You gotta be able to kill them.
Like the consequence, like they end up all going at the end of the war, but it's like shit, man. I mean, we saw the Hokages twice in the series get resurrected.
Yeah.
So yeah. Chase, we're almost there.
No, I know. I can make it. I can do it.
Okay, so I mean, boy, did they really mess up on Rock Lee to me. So but I'll put him at B.
Okay. All right, let's. You can pick the next character. We got big ones left. I mean, a lot of big ones. A couple of Hokages. Still in a Katsu.
Okay, let's get a big ass one, man.
All right, go for it.
Actually, no, I better save him. No, let's go Kakashi.
Okay, I've been waiting for Kakashi.
Let's do Kakashi.
Because such an interesting thing. Because to me, he's easy. He's easy S plus. Easy S plus, and just likability alone. Likability. I'm with it.
Likability, yeah. He's
likability alone, he is such a likable character. I will say this though, he's the weakest Hokage. He's the weakest.
Forgetting he's Hokage.
He's the weakest Hokage out of them.
Literally was just like thinking like, oh my god, yeah, he's Hokage.
He's the weakest Hokage, and that
he's a Hokage at a time where. I don't know. I don't read the books or whatever.
Yeah, that they don't show up much.
It's not like he was in another war while he was Hokage.
Yeah.
Or there was a big ass threat like the Akusuki that's happening right now.
Yeah.
Dude, it sucks because it always brings me back to when he was like climbing the rocks with one hand and he could barely just like, he's training himself.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, shouldn't you be more stronger than this? I love Kakashi. He has the freaking look, the dogs, the abilities, the jutsus. The jutsus are awesome.
Yeah.
The quirky of him loving this romance novel, which is hilarious.
Yes.
I love Kakashi, but he is definitely the weakest out of the Hokages, and the major thing is that he's just not very strong. And I'm like, damn, this dude needs to be stronger. But I put him at I put him as a Minato, so I put him on A.
Oh hell no! You disrespect the shit out of him. You can't.
Think about it.
Can't keep him out of S.
Everything that we said is the same thing like Minato.
No, he's better.
You think Minato's better?
No, I think Kakashi's better than Minato.
Dude, they're the same person.
No, Kakashi has a lot more.
Not like personality wise, but ability wise, sort of. They're both Hokages.
Minato I think is stronger. Minato like.
Well, let's talk Minato when he died, and then Kakashi, not Hokage, like Prime. I guess.
Prime not with him with Susanoo, but with him with when he's copycat Kakashi.
No, with him and Susanoo.
Him and Susanoo, yes, he can challenge Minato, yes, for sure. But
copycat, no, copycat. No.
Copycat could. But the thing here's what I'm gonna say. We call Itachi the perfect shinobi. I think Kakashi is one of the perfect like he is if you have a pamphlet picturing a perfect shinobi and like who follows everything to the T. Yeah, he is that guy. Like when he was a kid, he was in Anbu Black Ops and he just slaughtered people because he went by the rules. And it wasn't until like he grew up and he's like, no, if he was willing to break the rules a little bit more for his friends and everything, but he is the perfect prime example of what a shinobi should be.
Okay, I'll put him, and I can't go S plus.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Look at my S plus rank. Guy Sensei took on Madara. Kakashi couldn't take on Madara.
No, he couldn't.
Sasuke, Jiraiya, Itachi. So I'm gonna put him at S.
Okay. Because
he's as smart as Tamari. He is as deadly as Pain. If he a copycat. I remember a fight with Zabuza. He's power level maybe the same as Gaara. This is a guy who doesn't have like the Rinnegan. He does have the Sharingan in the beginning. Yeah. But this is a guy who got through his ability. It's kind of hard because he does have a lot of people will go. He had the one eye, Yeah. But I'll put him at S. Okay.
Just adds for a little respect, just a little bit. That's all I was asking.
I'll put him at S because he is a good teacher too.
Yeah, he's very.
He really did try to save Sasuke. He really did drop some knowledge on Sasuke. Sasuke. Just
oh, dude, that scene where he's like, Sasuke's like, "I'll kill all the people you love," and he's like, "You can go." I mean, that theory is interesting, but sadly, you can't put it to the test because everyone that I love has already been killed. Like, that was a moment that was like, damn, this dude's got a
really
heart.
good.
Yeah.
His look is fantastic. I think we said that. But
Yeah,
his
his
fight
mask.
with Obito was really good too.
God, I love that fight. Love that fight. Let's freaking go to Obito. Let's go his rival, his best friend.
This is a bitch right here.
You and me had to talk earlier. Okay. So let me start.
I'm Madara. You're not Madara.
Let me start.
Sit your ass down.
You know my love for Obito. I love his I love his power. I love his design. I like his story. Like, people are like, "Oh, he's simped and shit." Like, no, man, he went through some shit. He didn't have parents. He was kind of an outcast. He was like Naruto. He's an outcast, not looked upon. He had this, like, he wanted to
really
be a
cool guy.
He had big dreams and everything. His toward, like, his little. I like his character a lot. I love his power.
He's a fucking creep.
Why I do say he's probably he's my favorite. Well, like, I constantly do say he's my favorite character, and it's always up in the air with me. I won't put him at S plus. I'll put him at S.
He didn't even accomplish his mission.
But that's because he had a change of heart.
Yeah,
exactly, and he saves Naruto.
You need to be realistic, because I did.
His child self.
You were questioning me on pain on why I didn't put him at S plus.
I'm being realistic.
I can't because he's being a bitch, and Obito was the biggest bitch.
I'm being realistic, because I want to put him at S plus, but I know he's an S.
This guy going for a dead little girl throughout.
He loved her.
Really? This was Wonder Woman 1984. Steve Trevor died like 200 years ago.
But it was but he even says in his speech, it's not necessarily just about Rin. It's about the shinobi.
Most of it.
It's
90% about it.
But it's about him seeing Rin die is it showed the issue. It showed him what was wrong with the shinobi world. He hated the shinobi world because it allowed shit like that. Rin shouldn't have died at that age. Rin should not have been killed at such a young moment, and that's what made him interesting, because he saw the shinobi world. He saw it just like Madara did. He saw it for the issues that it was, the murders, the world where kids have to be put into war and murdered for no reason, for petty stuff, and that's what he saw, and he wanted people to live that dream life, to give them the life that they all deserve, to bring back the people that everyone lost, to give them the lives that they dreamed. I love his character.
By killing Neji.
Yes. Got whatever's, because at the end, because remember, he was fucked up in the head where he was like, it doesn't matter if they're dead or not, they'll come back if this
guy had the 10 tails and Madara. And he straight out became a bitch.
He took on... What the hell are you talking about? He literally stood up against 5 great nations and said, I'm going to fucking take all you on.
He
went
caused the war.
Exactly.
And changed his mind on a dime.
Because Naruto and him have a connection, all right? He's
a real cool guy. He just killed my kid's uncle.
You can't beat
not
Talk
too
no
long
Jutsu.
ago.
You can't beat Talk no Jutsu.
Dude, Obito is this character is such a weasel. I swear to God. He's such a weasel. I don't know why Kishimoto, everybody knew it was Obito underneath that mask. Everybody said that's Obito, bro. And then when he gets revealed, Kishimoto, why? Why bring Obito back?
It's great.
After that whole thing with Kakashi and all that,
he literally his fight with Kakashi, one of the best in the entire series, because him and Kakashi, him as a kid, he was the one who had hope and believed in a future.
I don't need
why
to see
Kakashi
Naruto and
didn't.
Sasuke again.
But that's the point of it. It's the point, it's this constant, brother versus. That's the point of the Shinobi world. It's always
you're starting
brother.
to sound like George Lucas.
Brother versus brother. You have
it all rhymes.
From the very beginning. From the very beginning, it's brother versus brother. From freaking the Six Packs kids to Madara versus Hashirama. From Obito versus Kakashi, from Sasuke versus Naruto. It's about brother versus brother, or friend versus friend. It's pitting people against each other, just off viewpoint, the different viewpoints. And it's interesting because Obito and Kakashi had different viewpoints as kids, and then when they became adults, they switched and became the opposite of. Kakashi is the Sasuke that kept fighting, and Obito is the Naruto that lost hope. It's poetic, man. It's freaking poetic.
For a girl, a 12-year-old girl who didn't even like him.
It's the
she
idea.
liked Kakashi.
Yeah, that did really piss me off.
And then he dies.
Fuck her.
He dies, right? And then he reunites with Ren, and he's still pining over her. She don't like you. She's dead. She still likes Kakashi. Technically, she's still.
All right, give me your score. Give me your score. I swear
fucking
to God.
Obito, it's just come on, Chase. You think Obito is better than freaking than Pain?
No, I put Pain above him. I put Pain above him.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I put Pain. I was realistic. I said S. I understand the qualms against him. I like him.
He's a terrible villain.
No, he's not, dude. I hate
He
that.
is.
No, he's not.
You know why he's a terrible villain? Just because
he's a broken human.
He didn't even destroy anything real. I don't know.
He started a fucking war. He's the reason.
That's the problem. He started a war.
He started the Akatsuki.
And then he flips.
Yes, because.
And then he flips.
But you gotta think he's going. I go into deeper thought.
Did he start the war, or did Madara start the war?
Obito.
Because Madara,
Madara was kind of
the brains out of the
was kind of the
operation.
brains, but Obito's the one who set it all in place. He's the one who put in the work. He's the one who went to that army and with all the intention of betraying Madara and taking over himself, knowing fully well that Madara was not on his side.
Started a whole war, got millions killed.
All right, where are you putting him?
I put him at a C.
Oh, you disrespectful little shit. I don't.
Dude, is Boruto's higher than him?
Nah, dude, you're such a disrespectful.
Because Obito is just such a whiny bitch. He's more whinier than Sasuke. I really couldn't. I was like, dude, why am I continuing to read this character and his awfulness?
I knew that Obito was going to be the one person that we could not agree on, and we're on total polar opposites of this.
I don't like him.
I love him. So
don't need him. Just bring Madara back.
I mean, yeah, Madara is great, but I love Obito.
I know you do.
I love Obito. I'm about poetic. I'm a deep thinker. I'm a deep thinker, man. I'm a deep thinker.
Talk
no jutsu. It's hard to beat, man. All right, who do you want? You go next. You disrespect a little shit.
Fuck it, let's go Madara.
All right, I felt like we should go Madara. That's a hard one too. I think because of sheer power and he was such a threat. When he first came on, dude, he was awesome. He really took over the show when he came onto the scene.
Yeah, the stain is that he gets taken out like a bitch.
He gets taken out like a
not his fault.
Bitch. Not his fault. Yeah, it's a complete. But that's because they were so overpowered they couldn't figure out what to do.
Couldn't figure it out.
He took on the 5 Kage and whipped their ass, absolutely annihilated them.
The meteors that he was throwing down just sheer fucking. How do you defeat that? You know.
You can't, and that's what's hard for me is that power. That sheer power should be S+. The ending is annoying to me. That his death is annoying. But I don't think there's really anything to hate against him. That's what's hard about it.
There's not. I mean, it's just how he goes out.
Yeah, really. It's how he goes out.
How his backstory.
His backstory's good.
His resurrection, everything. His look. This is when they keep talking about this guy, they delivered. Because this guy is a god. The problem is, he's way OP. There's a way around it, you know?
Yeah,
it's the Dragon Ball Z stuff where you got to make your main character stronger and overcome. Or teamwork.
Or do do what they did against Kaguya, where they teamwork together just to seal her. They didn't really like defeat her by sheer power. They sealed her.
Yeah, a lot of times, a lot of people will try to seal them. Like the best example of a character being OP going against another character, except this other character's dilemma is not killing this character, because that's not his moral. Is Aang versus the Fire Lord.
Yeah, versus
he doesn't kill him. He steals his abilities.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I could see Kishimoto could have done that. He didn't, which is a shame. I don't even think we'll see Madara ever again. I think that's it.
No, he's done.
But you got to put him in S+, because he's like his everything that they said about this guy, like we saw.
Yeah. And
like everybody will continue to talk about his resurrection. He was pretty much, like I said, him and Obito are connected as well.
Yeah.
Him and first Hokage.
Yeah, Hashirama.
Hashirama. It would have been cool though if they did the Demon Slayer thing, where it's all about teamwork going against this guy. I think, and you don't even have to have the whole alliance. Like you just have to have your main guys. But I'll go S+.
Okay, so since we put him up there, let's go. Since he's S+ because of his sheer power, does that put Hashirama up there with him? Where do we put Hashirama?
It's so crazy because Hashirama
doesn't. I gotta go S with him. I want to put him next to Madara because we know he can beat Madara.
Oh yeah, because he's done it before.
Madara never beat him. He could never beat Hashirama, even though they're looked at as equals. Hashirama still won at the end of the day in all his fights.
I'm gonna put him at S2 just because his ideology. He thinks, everybody could be friends. He has a hippie ideology, and I don't agree with that. That's what leads to coup up. Like it does. Somebody is always gonna like want to take over and be powerful. And his brother was the more insight, in my opinion. Yeah, he was a badass Hokage. I mean, he did have that fight with third Hokage too.
But they never gave him. They never showed off his power like they showed off Madara. That's the thing for me.
We never got that.
They never gave him. I wish they showed. I wish they did their fight. I wish they showed their fight.
If it'd be S+ if we actually saw like an animated fight between those two.
Yeah.
Even as a character though, I like him, but to me he was another happy-go-lucky character.
Yeah.
Protagonist, or well, he's not even the main guy, but he a lot of these characters, of course they're like the reincarnation or descendants of like Naruto is pretty much Hashirama.
Yeah.
Madara, Sasuke. Except I like Madara's attitude a little bit more, but
yeah.
I'll agree with you S on that.
Let's continue with the Kage. Let's finish off the Hokages. Let's go Tobirama.
Tobirama is an S+ to me.
Really? I know you like Tobirama, and I've heard I know your love for Tobirama. Explain.
Your love for Obito, I just don't understand, but you gotta understand my love to Tobirama.
I mean, I'm not. It's not like I hate Tobirama, but I don't understand the.
He was right. He was absolutely right about the Uchihas.
But isn't that part of the Uchiha's problem was because of him constantly questioning them. He's the reason that his.
Can you blame him?
Racist.
No, Madara.
Madara, I get his fear because Madara caused that fear again. Madara caused that fear because the Uchihas killed his little brother. The Uchihas a lot of his life was ruined by the Uchihas. They were enemies, and while Hashirama could forgive the Uchihas, he could not.
Yeah.
But again, he causes a lot of the big if it could have worked out. It could have worked out if they just accepted him more.
For third Hokage and Danzo. That was always weird to me though. It's like, who the fuck killed this guy, right? Because he's as powerful as his brother.
I assume it was another Kage with an army.
I don't think they said it like that though. It sounded like
I don't remember. Some Shinobis. I remember that being like, what? There's got to be more there.
Yeah. He's the most. I think he's. I don't know. Hashirama comes off as a buffoon, but he's intelligent too.
Yeah.
But Tobirama is really fucking smart.
He created a lot of the jutsus. He created the teleportation jutsu. He created the reincarnation jutsu. He's known as not the professor. He's known as the creator, I guess.
He even made the police.
Yeah.
for the Uchiha.
But that was also partly to keep an eye on them.
Yeah. Well, because of Madara. Like, they still have that ability. Like, there still could be a Madara in the wait, you know?
Yeah.
And you got to remember, he went through wars as well.
Yeah.
So I think, did he go out and murder everybody? No.
Yeah.
He died before, like, all that political stuff really kind of came to light and Itachi had to do his stuff. So he didn't straight out go out there and say, let's massacre the Uchihas.
Yeah.
He just watched them.
I will go S tier. I'll go S tier with him.
I got to go S+. The dude looks awesome.
Yeah.
He looks like he's from the water tribe. His markings on his face.
Yeah.
He's kind of like a silver-haired Naruto combined with Kakashi.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Love this guy.
Let's finish it off with the third Hokage now. Let's go to him. Let's go. I guess Naruto's considered a Kage, but we'll go third Hokage.
S+.
Really? You're going to S+ too?
I love the third Hokage. I think he's another one like Tamari, where he's just underrated.
Underrated because they never show him off. They never show like true. But I mean, the fact that he takes on the first and the second Hokage, holds his own at his age with Orochimaru. Like we knew there's no way of him winning that fight, but he still.
And he sealed half of Orochimaru.
Yeah, he seals.
That's crazy.
He seals 2 Hokages with Orochimaru. I'm gonna put him at S tier though, because he did not take care of Naruto. He did not. Minato's like, please take care of my son. Yeah, leave him in a fucking bedroom. Like, give him a little small ass hotel room and let him just eat ramen, cup ramen for the rest of his life, and let the entire village ostracize him. Now it's partly on Danzo. It's largely on Danzo, but still, like, he did not do enough to give Naruto the life he deserved.
I think he did. I think he did at the best he could, because it's the same situation in Boruto. What was the main reason why Boruto was always angry? Because Naruto was never home.
Yeah.
Third Hokage has a village, has a son, has a grandson, like, and he's taking on later on. I think they addressed that issue a little bit.
They do. They talk about it a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, you know, when I think the most famous one is that episode where he eats fish with him and he's like this crazy old man.
Yeah, which was a nice episode.
So I never said like, oh, dude, Naruto's a bad dad. Dude, Naruto's taking care of the whole village.
Yeah.
He's assigning missions. He's doing this. He's doing that. Like, when he took that title, there is no, look at Tsunade. Tsunade's the same way. She don't have kids though. She don't have to deal with that shit.
Yeah.
So with the third Hokage, I think you could use that, but I think it's kind of a little bit of like, nah, like, because he's the Hokage.
Yeah.
And he's trying the best he can. And I'm sure he probably, this is just, maybe they showed it or whatever. I mean, I'm sure that there's a couple shinobis he's had that kind of watches over Naruto.
Yeah.
He can't be there holding Naruto's hand to go to the park. He can't. It's just not. It's not gonna happen.
I get it. That's a good point. I never thought about that. I'm still keeping him S tier. I just don't feel like I'm putting him up there with these other characters I have up there.
He did strain the relationship with Asuma, but then that's again like, he's whoever gets the Hokage title, it's just stress, and that's basically Kishimoto telling you about work in general.
Yeah.
So I think he's S+ because the dude, the one scene I always hold is that scene where he's fighting the two Orochimaru, and it's the best death in my opinion, the best death, the best song, the best death scene. It's
the
good.
Funeral afterwards was nice. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it was good. It was a good funeral. I love that. That song is iconic. The Sadness and Sorrow, I believe it is, or whatever.
Oh, I don't know how many people cover it. It's so good, and I think the character, his design too, the old man design.
Yeah.
Is really good too.
Yeah.
He's definitely like that.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. Let's go. Let's switch it up here. Let's go the final Akatsuki member in Kisame.
I'll put him at B.
Okay. I'm gonna put him at A. Like his design, and he's a I mean, he's a beast. He felt like for a while I was like, God, I don't even know who can beat this dude because he can take your chakra with his blade. And like, yeah, I like his fights. Like he has a fight with he fights Killer Bee, and I think he loses to Killer Bee, but he fights him. No, Killer Bee beats him.
He takes the sword, right?
Yeah, Killer Bee takes the sword from Kisame.
No, Kisame takes the sword from Zabuza, doesn't he?
No, not from Zabuza. He takes the sword from another 7-ninja swordsman. He was like the big one. He has like the shark one, the one that's pointy and takes chakra.
Yeah. No, Zabuza didn't have. I don't remember.
So but he has a great fight against Killer Bee, and he has an awesome fight against Guy Sensei.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Rukage. Yeah, he just has really cool. When he's fighting, it's very big and bombastic. Like his water style, like the way he uses it, very shark like. It's cool. So I gotta give him an A.
I'll be with you right there. You gave him an A?
Yeah.
I don't know if I gave him an A. I gave him
Did you say B?
No, I gave him an A. He's right there with Minato.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. He turns into like a shark.
Yeah.
I can't remember how he died.
He kills himself. His loyalty. Yeah, he killed himself. He was captured after Guy Sensei beat him on the Turtle Island, and he knew that they were gonna basically go through his brain to get information off the Akatsuki, so he sacrificed himself by having his sharks eat him.
I like his relationship with Itachi too.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing because Itachi was not really on his side, but like he
respected Itachi, but he kind of threw some jabs at him sometimes.
Yeah, there was respect there. There's a big respect there between the two. All right, let's see, who do we want to go next? We got 6 great characters left.
I think we need to talk Neji.
Yeah, it's about time we got to him. He's so cool, but he also doesn't.
I know. Know. That's the best.
He deserves.
Example.
He deserves to be S or S plus, but they did him so dirty. I'm gonna go A. Because he's just so cool. But Dude,
part 1, he
does nothing. He does nothing.
Cool.
The whole Hyuga clan gets screwed. And he's
in Naruto, yes.
And he's a prime example of the Hyuga clan not getting any respect in the writing.
He's the best Hyuga clan member.
Yes, and they don't do shit with him. But yeah, I mean...
Dude, I hated his look in part 2.
Yeah, he becomes the first Jonin. Yeah, I don't hate it. I kind of like it. Weird. I don't know why. He becomes
like an apron on him.
The apron is weird, but like he looks the most grown up out of them, and he is the first one of their group to become a Jonin. He is like, is it? Yeah, I don't think Shikamaru became a Jonin before him. He became a Chunin, but he didn't become. I think he was the first one to go Jonin, and. I mean, he's the best Hyuga. He deserves respect. I give him an A because I think he deserves respect. And his death scene was sad, out of nowhere. I give him an A. Yeah, he deserves respect. You know,
he's such a cool and great character. His story, my favorite emotional fight is with him and Naruto, because I'm a big Naruto Hinata fan, and I love the connection. And then I'm gonna give him an A. Because he does have moments it's so insane to me that he doesn't meet his resurrected dad in the war.
Thank you. Why did they bring him back to life if they didn't fight?
Fucking no clue.
Why? I saw his regression. I saw his dad come back to life, and I was like, "Oh, dude, yes, we're gonna see Neji finally get his moment. Finally get his moment."
Like Neji didn't even have to sacrifice himself. His dad could have been on that battlefield and just
or just him and his dad go against each other, and his dad explained why he did what he did, and him get closure with his father that. Why didn't that happen?
I don't know.
It makes no sense.
No.
You don't
even get an after death on that.
No.
You know how Kakashi and his dad got that. You
get
that Neji.
You get nothing.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, the part 1 is so great because it's he's gonna fight Sasuke in the future. It's gonna be so great.
Yeah, he's gonna fight Rock Lee in the future, and I thought that was gonna be so great.
He dies, and even I was like, "Fuck, Neji died for Naruhina."
Yeah.
I was like, that didn't need to happen though. It didn't need to happen that way. It was a I liked it, but then again, like thinking about it, like all these years now, they
Yeah.
could have done something different.
They could have done it better. They could have led up to it better, I think.
Yeah, because
The
Rock
death's
Lee
not
and
bad, but they
Ten
could
and
have
them,
led up to it better. Yeah.
they're mourning the death of Neji, and it's just like, ah.
Yeah.
But the saving grace, once again, the animation team did a fantastic job because this is not in the manga. This is why I put Neji at A, because as you can see, Minato is right there on my ranking at A, but I put him at an A because he has such an impact to Naruto as well.
Okay.
Like, that's Naruto. That was the fight, right? Him and Naruto. That was the fight that underdog can't win. He was talking mad shit.
Yeah.
That was Ronda Rousey versus Holly Holm.
Not only-
and Holly
Yeah.
Holm, boom, knocked her ass out. That was my favorite emotional fight.
Yeah.
But what really made me like go like, fuck, man, like Neji's forever gonna be with Naruto and Hinata, not just because Boruto's doing it and
Yeah.
they talk about him and stuff. It's the scene when Naruto and Sasuke part 2, they're on top of the statues, and this is not in the manga, this is the animation, but I'm gonna fucking count this because it's amazing. And they're facing off, and then Naruto reflects back to what Neji said when they went to the rescue Sasuke, and it's the beginning of the episode, and Neji's ghost or figure is right there.
Yeah.
And he's like saying, Sasuke's eyes are not open, he's in the dark. And then he kind of just looks at Naruto, and then Naruto goes, shh, I'll save him.
Yeah.
Oh my god, so good. That's probably my favorite moment at all time.
Yeah. No,
I love that moment.
It's a good moment. All right, we should move on. Let's go.
Chase is falling asleep right now.
I know it's
different.
What is it? 1:00 here? It's 1:13.
Okay. All right. Let's move on.
Yeah, that's it. We got some big characters. Let's go Orochimaru.
We're almost there. Let's
go Orochimaru, and then we'll finish off with a four strong. Orochimaru.
I think we should save the best for last, though.
I'm curious on you. I'll let you pick the next four because I don't know which one you can. I don't know which one you consider best for last. I'm assuming.
Oh, okay.
We'll see.
Orochimaru.
I go A.
Yeah, that's a solid A.
Yeah, he's a solid A because he's a good villain in the beginning. Disappears. Comes back. I like it. He comes back and all of a sudden just has a affinity, like a love for Sasuke that makes him good all of a sudden, and or just not evil.
He's not a true villain at the after him and Sasuke had that confrontation.
Yeah. So he's not.
He's not the Shine anymore.
Yeah, another character that was really butchered in Boruto too, like look wise and everything.
Oh yeah, I know, it's a little weird, right? It's so weird. Why is this guy like he should have died in the Naruto series?
Yeah, definitely.
I do like Orochimaru though. That dude was a fantastic villain in part 1.
Oh, terrifying!
He's so creepy.
Terrifying.
With the resurrection.
Yeah. Him as the girl, like he had the girl face when he like got torn off and stuff. Yeah. No, easy A.
3 Sennin. Fucking that fight with him and Jiraiya and Tsunade is really good.
Yeah.
Trains Kabuto. Kabuto is a good one.
Yeah.
He wasn't even on the tier list, huh?
Oh no, there's a couple characters missing that I realized.
Yeah, Kabuto's okay though. I wanted to put him up there.
No.
Orochimaru, he definitely he deserves respect.
Yeah.
He did do a lot for the series, and he was one of the. I did like how he couldn't even use his arms and do jutsus or anything.
Yeah, no,
and
that was. And he still held his own against both Jiraiya and Tsunade.
With no arms, it's insane. And then I like in the manga. I love the panel when Sasuke barges in through when he's laying down, and then he does his lightning sword thing, and just pins Orochimaru.
Oh,
that whole scene was really good. He's good. Yeah, I'll agree. He's a good solid A.
Yeah. All right, we got 4. I'll let you finish it off. Go with the next character. Who are you going with?
Let's go Shikamaru.
Okay. Everyone loves him Shikamaru, man.
You know what? He's going S+.
Yeah, that's an easy one. He's never not likable.
Would you say he's the best character in the Naruto series?
It's between him or Itachi for me. Between him or Itachi. No, I would say he's the best character, like, because like
He's a really well written character.
really well written. I think him and Itachi are both most well written, and I think I like his his kindness and his like intelligence a lot. And
I love his laziness in the beginning.
oh yeah,
It's so great.
what a drag. Yeah,
My favorite moment is when everybody's under genjutsu
yeah.
and Sakura's like, wait a minute, this dude's not like, he's not under it. He's just faking it. Remember in the treating exam?
Yeah, that's right. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
So
That's
good.
funny.
That's just Shikamaru in
He's-
part 1, bro.
He's so.
Dude, even in Boruto, I love him in Boruto too.
He's a
think
great right hand man too,
So
Super.
good.
and that's part
He's
of
teaching his son, and just great.
that's part of like what made him such a like his story so good is because he went from that kid that would lay down pretending like he was under a genjutsu just because he's lazy to like to the first tuning of this group and becoming a leader and leading them on the big mission to save Sasuke. Like feeling that emotional depth when he brought everyone back alive and lost and failed that mission, and him wanting to be better and to improve himself, and then losing his sensei, and then just he grew so well. His character just grew so well as the series progressed.
He's hands down. And then one of the best moments, emotional moments for sure. Like this is like top 3,
Yeah.
is when his teacher dies, Osama, or student or whatever,
Asuna.
and then he's Asuna, and then he's playing Shogun with his dad.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh god, that scene
Tears
is
up.
so good. Like this, and then just the songs just like gets it's subtle and it gets hit. The music is so beautiful in
Yeah.
that scene, and then he just knocks the
Yeah.
board game off, and then, like his dad is so. I love his dad too, because
Yeah.
you see all the attributes and a lot of the wisdom
Very,
that's
very
coming
similar.
from his dad, and his dad's like just delivers. Like Shikamaru just cries, and
It's-
his dad just makes the best line, like, "I'll be here to pick up the pieces." you
Yeah,
know?
it's the best raw emotion that show ever showed. Like whenever you just have a character like break like that and you just hear them wail, like he was wailing in like pain. Like he closes that door and you just hear his pain through his voice. And like the sub version of it is so good. Like that Japanese actor just really hits the pain in his soul. And you're
The
just
tone.
like, damn, dude, you're like, God, he is just that hurt.
I honestly think like it's crazy because it's animation, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like I honestly think they should show that scene in a lot of film schools because that captures everything.
Raw emotion, man. Raw emotion is like
Everything.
I love whenever and like when it comes to an emotional scene like that, where it's the music or anything like that is very silent, and what you're hearing is
Yeah.
just the raw pain that person is feeling on the inside.
And he did such a whoever was the music composer did such a good job because then he kind of turns it up.
Yeah.
Like toward like the
little bit.
right time.
Yes.
That's why I love the Sasuke and Naruto fight so much.
Because it's
Is
perfect
because
timing.
they use the music and hit you with the nostalgia factor, but they let a scene just go. Like when Naruto and Sasuke are just punching each other,
Yeah.
and then they kind of bring it in. So Shikamaru, if you don't like, I don't know what to tell you guys. Like that was Shikamaru is hands down probably the best character in the Naruto series. Well written, design wise, awesome,
Yeah.
so good,
Yeah.
so good. So we both agree S plus.
Yeah. Oh, easy. I think these next 3 characters are easy too, but let's discuss them. Who do you want
Okay.
next?
Let's go Hinata.
Okay, your girl.
That's
Your
my girl. I'm gonna be realistic. Okay,
Yeah.
I love Hinata.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna
she's
put
awesome.
her. I'm gonna put her on S.
I think I'm
Go,
right there with you.
I want to go S plus, but my vision for Hinata, I love who Hinata is, how she was, who she is now. Like this is the why reasons I love Hinata as a character. But there was always a little bit of me that said, "You're like the Hyuga clan leader, and I kind of want you to be a little bit more kind of a badass, just a little bit more.
Yeah.
I want you to hold your own. Like you and Naruto in the movie, they showcase like the potential there.
Yeah.
So, like with Boruto, if there ever came a situation that Hinata needed to protect Boruto or Himawari, which I always thought, I always imagined, like I want her to go out like a G. You know, I want her to really better than Pain. Better than Pain.
You want her like stronger than Pain, or like?
I want her to be stronger than when she faced Pain.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She
yeah,
as
like
an adult, she should be like very very hard, like OP.
Like instead of a minute fight, it should be like a 6-minute fight.
She should be like the best. Like no one should want to get near her. She should be like the absolute best. Like you have to do long distance against her, or else you lose.
She needs to be. She has to be stronger than all the female shinobis.
Yeah, I agree.
Like for me, my ideal is like she has to be there, right?
Like, but that's the thing. She's not stronger than Sakura. I hate saying it. She's not stronger than Sakura.
I still have like.
Well,
I guess we wouldn't know until we like see some arcs or whatever.
I guess.
But she's not. But I will say she's not.
No, yeah, I would think Sakura is stronger, and it's sad to say, but it's true. Like that's
Maybe
just how. Yeah, Tamari. She could. I think Tamari would be a strong. Like it'd be a good battle between the two. I think they're about even.
I love Hinata though.
Yes.
Hinata's like my girl. I think her gentleness is not a weakness. I think it's a sign of like she can, she can be powerful, and she can when she needs to protect, she'll protect. Like imagine her protecting her kids now. She protected Naruto.
Yeah.
Imagine her protecting her kids. I just think that hopefully maybe if they do use her, other than being a housewife and all that stuff, that potentially maybe Naruto gets really severely injured and they're going after maybe Boruto or whatever.
Yeah.
Like she needs to train. I would love to see her go back to the Hyuga clan mansion
and get that
and train with Hanabi.
Yeah.
Because I think Hanabi's probably stronger than her at this point too.
But she's the leader. I would think even. I think Hinata. Well, she probably is because Hinata left.
I don't think Hinata's training. Yeah.
Yeah, Hinata's now a mother, and she's not doing much shinobi.
It's like the Chi-Chi situation. Chi-Chi was like a fighter back in the day.
Yeah.
And then like she got married with Goku, doesn't fight as much.
Nah.
Just a housewife. So it's kind of like that.
Yeah. All right, let's hit the next one. Who we got? Who you say?
Wait, did you say S? You said S.
I said S.
Right?
Yeah, I said S. Yeah.
Okay.
Can go anything low. Yeah, we want S.
I mean, it's crazy because Hinata's like on mine with Pain.
Nah.
Hashirama, Kakashi.
Yeah, I know. I have her with Hashirama and Minato, and yeah, it's like weird.
All means. I don't think she's powerful as
no. This is like I said. This is not about
it's more
power.
Like likability.
This is not about. It's overall. It's everything. Power, likability, like written, writing, and again, she's great written. She grows. Character growth is amazing. So, yeah. She's easy S tier.
Well, let's talk about her man.
All right, we're going Naruto. Okay, the main character, the guy of the guys, Easy D. I'm kidding.
Maybe like beginning Naruto,
Yeah, his annoying points.
Dub beginning Naruto.
I know, God.
God, the dub is terrible.
That's so hard. Yeah.
Dude, this is our main. Yeah, you hit it. It's our main protagonist, and what a journey it was to see Naruto just absolutely grow. He is easily, how much I love older Naruto.
Yeah.
He is not like Goku, where he stays stupid. But then again, Goku was kind of not like that in Dragon Ball Z. But anyway, so in Boruto, he's matured. He still has the characteristics as Naruto. He is what a progression should be. And Naruto, to me, hands down, is an S+ character.
Yeah, dude, I mean, you hit it right on the mark. Naruto, like, his character growth grew with us. He's the main character of the show. We followed the story for him. And he's lovable. He's goofy. You're rooting for him the entire time. And the fact that the way he grows up is he just grows up with you. The show was around for how many years? 2007, 2006 was when it started. Went on to like 2000.
25 years, maybe 25 years. It was overall
I feel like
series,
it's been that
the
long.
manga.
Oh, the
Yeah.
manga and stuff. Yeah, he's been with
Yeah.
us like for a lot of people for so long, and you feel like
Oh,
growth
yeah.
in you. Like you watch it, and you're like, God, I feel like I grew up that way. I was a silly kid who did this stuff, and I grew up. You know, I just constantly learned, and I'm still silly sometimes, but I'm smarter than I was. You know, and he just became like from him being coming from nothing, being like him being the hatred against him and no love to seeing his like dude, the moment when he beats Pain and he saves the village, God, that scene is just amazing. It's so amazing to see that love for him that he longed for and fought so hard for, you know.
I agree, man. I mean, this is like Naruto.
Yeah,
It's on the title. Naruto, like, brought in a new generation of anime fans and manga fans. This dude, like, there's One Piece. A lot of people talk One Piece, but when it comes to like the American kind of Western anime lovers and manga lovers, Naruto brought that. Like, he was as big as Dragon. He's still pretty big.
yeah,
As Dragon Ball, man.
Yeah.
I mean, this was the Dragon Ball of like a different era, with different ages, and Naruto as a character, man. I didn't think he would be one of my favorite characters of all time, but from the kid to all his struggles, to all his fights, to his determination, to his beliefs, to now being a man, being a Hokage. You're absolutely right. It's like you're following this journey of this character who's a fucking cartoon, but like it has such an emotional weight because it may be shinobis and jutsus and stuff, but the message is there.
yeah,
Look at all the hard. There's a reason why they constantly showed you training,
yeah,
trying to get better. He worked at it.
Yeah.
So that's a protagonist I'm all for. You know why Captain America Steve Rogers is great in the MCU? Is because he's a lot like Naruto. Like, personality wise, and just never, dude. The whole thing was for him and Sasuke, like for him to bring back Sasuke,
yeah.
and like Sasuke tried to kill him numerous of times,
Murdered. Yeah,
and yet he's still the bonds. I think what really got me in the series was the bonds. Like,
Yeah.
there is things like that in the world, and so Naruto, man, he's S plus to me,
Yeah.
and he's forever gonna hold like a special place in my heart for sure. He's the guy who got me back into anime.
Yeah, he's gonna hold a special place in the heart of anyone who watches Naruto. Like when you watch Naruto, Naruto's the guy. Like Naruto really does take the show and really does carry it. And you look at my S plus. There's a ton of people in my S plus. A ton of people in my. There's so many lovable characters in the show, but Naruto is the main character for a reason, and he shines as the main character. He deserves to be the main character. And I mean, the biggest thing I hear people talk crap about Naruto and the character himself and everything is it's always about the talk no jutsu. People hate the talk no jutsu, and I get it at times, but I love, like, even though I don't even fully agree with it, I love how he goes to the most broken of villains, and he tries to like understand them and connect with them on a level. And again, this annoys a lot of people, but I like it. I like
Tanjiro's
it.
the same.
Yeah,
Tanjiro from Demon Slayer.
Exactly.
It works for if it's with Naruto. That's a I talk shit about Talk no Jutsu.
You
but
do, and we all do. I do
problem
too.
The thing is, though, it works for that character because
Yes.
we know how that character is.
Yes.
And when Naruto speaks, kudos to the Japanese actress, amazing. Like, that voice carries a lot of weight, and like when those lines are being dropped, I'm just like, when he's talking, it's just like you listen. Shikamaru is the best person to describe Naruto. He's like, I don't know what it is. I just want to help him. I want to be by his side.
Yeah.
Hinata, there's a reason why she loves him.
Yeah.
Even when he's pissed, the one line I love is when he says, "You could rip my arms, You could rip my legs or whatever. You cut my head off. I'll crawl my way to you. You know.
Yeah.
It's so the talk no jutsu works on characters like that. So Naruto works, Tanjiro works. Best example that it doesn't work, read Attack on Titan's final.
No, I'm not gonna read it yet. Not going. No. I gotta watch it. I'm watching the show.
We'll see how this show goes, but
Yeah.
but nah, Chase. Like, yeah, the talk no jutsu. It is. You know, it's an easy way out. But I'll give it to Naruto, man. I mean, this is a kid who fucking farted on people who want a match. He's just a different cat, man. He's a guy who, you know, it works. It works for him.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it can be hard to write a character that's like a main character that can annoy people, but you fall in love with it and you find it endearing, like the way his like his silliness and his camaraderie with his friends and stuff like that, because you're rooting for him. You're rooting for this dude to like as the show goes on, he's making more and more friends, and you're trying to like these people come in and originally they like show disdain against him. They seem to not like him, and you looking at them like you're gonna figure out soon enough that Naruto's, and they always do. Each character figures out, yeah, Naruto. There's something about Naruto that's special, and every new character that comes in, I'm like, they're gonna figure out what makes Naruto special. They can show hatred towards him, but Naruto's gonna do something to impress them.
Yeah. Naruto, man, he won me over.
Yeah,
he won me over.
Easy.
All right, best character, man.
Best character for last. Best character for last.
Yeah.
Last. Easy S plus.
S plus plus. Dude, people who love Sakura are gonna hate on us right now. I fucking hate Sakura. Like, I really think this is, even Kishimoto, the creator, did not care. Like, he didn't know what to do with Sakura. Yeah. It's everywhere. If you go and just look, it's everywhere, and they will tell you why. At one point, the editor of Kishimoto told people, "Hey, man, maybe you should make Hinata one of the main protagonists."
Yeah.
And I'm glad that he didn't go that route, because it makes Hinata character a little more special, because she wasn't throughout the whole series.
Yeah.
But this is gonna shock you, Chase. I'm not gonna give her a D. I'm gonna give her C.
Okay.
I'm gonna give her C because she does have a little bit of good abilities. She does have a good character design. I like her character design.
I think, hey, she's cute.
In Boruto. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cute. In Boruto, she has a better design, in my opinion. She's a little bit better of a character. I actually like seeing her as a mom.
Mm-hmm. Her fight with Sarada was dope.
Shin.
Oh, Shin too. Shin was dope.
That was great.
That was awesome.
The problem is she's annoying. She contradicts herself. She is all about that jock on Sasuke. I don't care if people make fun of that. That's a big problem. She loves a guy who
wanted to murder him. I wanted to murder her.
Was going to do it.
Yeah.
Was going to do it. And she couldn't. She had that big moment where she could have done something. Even if you don't kill off Sasuke, stab him at least.
Yeah.
You know? It's very weird that these two... I get it. It's very weird, though, that these two hooked up at the end. But Sakura, is the most useless... This is how... This is why I hate her.
Yeah.
Okay? This was everything that summed up of why I hated this stupid chick. When they all do the new 3 setting against Madara and stuff.
Yeah, I know what you're about to say.
And then Naruto Sasuke, Naruto Sasuke's on the snake, and Naruto's on the frog, and then she's on the slug. She's like, I could finally stand next to you.
I've caught up.
Next, for me, it's the manga. So next chapter was like, oh, this bitch is gonna die right now.
I know.
This stupid. And then she tried to run up on. Oh my god, dude, she is the worst. But I didn't give her a D. I couldn't do that. I had to get some props.
I'm on the exact same scale as you are. She's a C in my opinion because she has power. Because in Boruto she's there. She's there. She's very hateable, and it just again contradicts herself all the time. Her unnecessary anger towards Naruto. her weird love for Sasuke. I like them together, but like her obsession with him over the fact that he tried to kill her and stuff is just weird. And then, like, okay, that scene. There's a scene that like there's times where I try to give Sakura the benefit of the doubt. But there's a scene that I was like, no, I'm done. I'm done trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. You're the worst person ever. It's when she was, it was in that movie that you're talking about where they go to that reverse universe.
Road Ninja.
Yeah, Road Ninja. She is the absolute fucking worst in that movie. Like one of the very first scenes is like her, like she gets pissed off at her parents. So she goes to Naruto and she's like, here, we're going on a date, and takes Naruto. And it's like, why are you telling him you're on a date when you know you don't like him and he likes you? Like that, why would you do that to a dude? Second of all, I'm blacking out here. Oh, no. Am I losing him? Uh-oh.
We've been talking too long.
I know. Do you hear me?
Dude, you brought that point up, and like, the confession scene, bro.
The confession scene was horrible.
At first I was nervous. I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
And then because it was like right after Pain and Hinata and stuff. And then I was like reading, I was like, wait, I ain't nervous. She's a stupid bitch.
Yeah.
Like, she constantly hits Naruto. Mm-hmm. She constantly bewilders Naruto.
Yep.
She
belittles him.
Belittles him.
Yeah. She
does this confession so fake. Naruto straight up tell you faking, girl.
Yeah.
And then she still has the balls to try to go get Sasuke.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, it's like I said, there's so many scenes that she constantly like in that movie, she was sitting on him with the swing, and she's literally bitching about her parents, and Naruto is visibly upset because he doesn't have fucking parents to bitch about, and she continues to, and then she gets on to him when he tries to say, hey, like, calmly, he's like, hey, like that's, he's showing that it's affecting him, and she still gets mad at him for because this dude's parents are dead. Like, and you're gonna sit here and bitch about your goddamn parents the entire time, and like she did it in the beginning of the series, like she talked crap about the fact that Naruto was an orphan in front of Sasuke. And it's in front of Sasuke.
So bad. So bad. Everybody thinks we're lying. We ain't lying. This all happened.
From the very beginning, she was terrible, and they never do anything to make her better. They just continuously.
So, I just don't know how Kishimoto dropped that ball so hard.
So hard.
Like, he couldn't even, like, fix her throughout the series. Mm-hmm. Not even part 2. Oh. She has one shining moment. And she's still the fucking same.
All you needed to do was make her realize that she was the weakest one of her group, that she was weaker than Naruto, and that she was weaker than Sasuke, that she was actually the weak one, not Naruto, and have her, like, have that, like, training. It's like she went through the training and stuff like that. You could have just shown her off like that. She's powerful now in her own way because of the training she did.
You know what?
Didn't need to make her such a bitch. And I say that very strongly. I'm sorry, guys, but I say that strongly. She's just.
This character is terrible.
It's horribly written.
She could have, like, Kishimoto could have had her train with Tsunade still, learn the medical jutsu, and then, like you said, realize, like, this is not enough. I need to go and do her own little Naruto, leaving the village, finding other masters, and learning from them, and then come back with new abilities, because she doesn't have she's not an Uchiha. She doesn't have eyes. She has strength.
Yeah.
She has medical.
But that's what she did. She went to Tsunade to get those things.
Yeah, go to other people that are legendary. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Is like be the wandering instead of the kung fu, right? Kung fu, that show or whatever. Like, this guy goes from town to town. Be like that.
Yeah.
And then, like, learn, because you need something. You need a power upgrade. You need to find your own Orochimaru other than Tsunade, because, like, this is not enough. Yeah. Medical, Kishimoto just doesn't know how to write female characters.
Yeah.
But then again, he does, which is weird because he writes Tamari, he writes Hinata. But then you have like a Tenten.
Yeah.
And you have an
Ino, Sakura, yeah.
So I'm glad that he didn't put Hinata in protagonist route because maybe he would have ruined her character. It
Yeah.
was perfect just how it was. But with Sakura, she just bad writing. I just am baffled on why the continuous bad writing on her. But Chase, I'm with you. Like the Boruto series, a little bit better, but
Tiny bit.
it's just the
Tiny
the,
bit.
the relationship between her and Sasuke and Boruto is a little bit better. I guess.
Sasuke's a terrible father. I don't know.
I don't know, right?
He's a
He's kind of
horrible father.
like the Goku,
Yeah.
but he's being sent to like these crazy ass missions.
Yeah, he is very, very important. But
The
you
Sasuke's-
could have taken a day to see your daughter in his first.
Yeah, you could have like been there for her birth. It's not
Yeah.
like you weren't there.
No, he was there. He was there.
Oh, okay.
Because she birthed him in Orochimaru's lab.
Is that? Oh yeah, that's.
I don't
right.
know if that's canon to the manga, but that's canon to the show.
And then like that relationship. Let's say before Boruto, that's such a Joker and Harley Quinn relationship.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
very
it is.
toxic. And people look at it and they're like, oh my god, I want my own Joker. Oh my god, I want my own Harley.
And you're like,
that's-
why?
Dude,
that's
do you not know that relationship?
Like, that's a bad
So,
relationship.
Sasuke and Sakura, man.
Yeah.
Sakura, the best character of all time.
Yep, 100% agreed with it.
We got through it, man. We're
We
done.
did. I got my tier list. I'm gonna take a picture of it and post it on my Snap so everyone sees it.
That's a big. Yeah, that's a lot of characters.
It's a lot, dude. I put a lot more higher up than I thought, but it also just shows how many great characters are in this show.
We should do Office or the Parks.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be down. Just do both. If we can do both of them at the same time, and
That'd be cool, huh?
that'd be a cool
Yeah.
little thing. I think that'd be cool. Think about
Because
that.
like you got to go like Michael Scott versus like Ron Swanson,
Yeah.
and that's a hard one.
Yeah, we didn't get much people in this live stream right now, but I hope a lot of people watch this later on and talk in the comments and give their opinions to this, man. Like, what do they think of these characters? Would they put Sakura higher? Would you put do you hate Jiraiya? I don't. You don't, but I don't know. But like, I had fun doing this tier list. I don't know about you.
No, it was a blast. Like
loved it.
It's so great to go back and talk Naruto because it's
Yeah.
kind of I don't do the reviews yet for Boruto.
Yeah.
And Naruto's been it's been a while, which is I don't watch the anime
Yeah.
of Boruto and then the anime of Naruto. Like everything's done with Naruto, so it's always good to go back and
Talk about
really
it.
kind
And you
of
can talk
reflect.
about it forever. Like, you can just go on with Naruto.
especially with like these no name, but like lesser characters. It's fun to talk about because they did have moments.
Yeah, they did. And there's a couple characters that the only character I can think about that's really left out are Kabuto and Uruku Sensei.
Oh no,
I realized Uruku wasn't in there halfway through. I was like,
he'd be a C,
B, brother. B, man.
maybe
Gotta-
a B.
Gotta
Maybe.
give him B because he's father. He's a father.
Okay, we'll go B.
Yeah.
We'll go B.
All right. I think we should call it a stream.
Hell yeah, man! I can only imagine what time it is.
I'm exhausted. I have to work in like 5 hours, so.
All right, get some sleep.
Hell
All right,
yeah.
guys.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a good night. Have a good day.
Good night.